them. I told you guys we are going to always defeat them every time. I salute you. I salute you. I salute you. I salute you, guys. I salute you. Thank you very much. Your life and direct, wherever you are. The City Boy movement is here, guys. The City Boy movement. The City Boy movement is here, guys. Oh my God, all the system just. I salute you, guys. I salute you. You know what happened yesterday. I can see that there's a little bit of fluctuation, but we are live and direct. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. I see you wherever you are. I see you. Thank you very much. I salute you wherever you are. The City Boy movement is here. I salute you guys. I was just reading this news, so the thing just worry me. In fact, I just they laugh because I no understand wetin dey happen. By the way, if you are watching us on Facebook and is giving you problem, you can go live on YouTube. You can find us on YouTube, guys. I salute you. You see, this is the City Boy movement, guys. Our job is to debunk all the lies of the criminals. Please, before I move forward, why did the disobedient children, why is it that they tried to hide the story that Obi was accosted, detained, and deported from the UK? That Obi okay, not Christmas. Obi spent Easter in detention, in UK detention, and they deported Obi back to Nigeria straightforward. They did not allow Obi to enter the UK. So my question is, why did all these disobedient children, why did they hide it? I'm just asking that question. I mean, the thing don't they start? Terrible. Obi was accosted, detained, in fact, questioned and detained. After questioning and detained, he was deported back to Nigeria. And the disobedient children, they were hiding it. You understand me? The disobedient children, they were hiding it. Why did the disobedient children hide this important information that Obi was accosted, questioned, detained, and deported? Of course, that's the way I want to. Obi was deported back to Nigeria. Why? That is something that we must ask. Why are they trying to cover up the story? Now we are hearing them. We are hearing them saying, no, it was an impersonation. You understand me? They are telling us that it was impersonation. Guys, I told you guys that all these things have come to an end, that Obi's career is dead. We have said this thing many, many times. Obi's political career is dead. In fact, today, what I want to tell you is that Peter Obi killed the destiny of the Igbos in Nigeria. That's the way we talk. When we give it to them, they don't like it. The only thing they can do is to try to fight us. Whether they like us or they like us or they don't like us, we continue to shine. The City Boy is here. The City Boy is here. The City Boy is here. All of them, they don't retire. A big issue don't retire there. I mean, don't see them. The disobedient children, they went mute for the fact that Obi, after living in the UK for 10 years, he was being accosted, questioned, detained, and deported back to Nigeria. This is a very important conversation. Now they are now beginning to tell us story that, oh, it was impersonation. Who impersonated him? Is there anything that Obi is not telling us? I salute you guys wherever you are. These guys are a bunch of criminals. I told you. You know, somebody say, who is Obi? Is Obi a boy or a girl? We don't even know who is Obi. Obi is always a boy. But now it has been confirmed that Obi will be a boy forever. Are you getting me now? These are a bunch of criminals that have, succeeded in deceiving and killing the destiny of the Igbos. Obi, that is the job of Obi. Obi has succeeded in fulfilling that. So, guys, I salute you. Of course, you can see our topic today. We have 42 days. You know, by my own calculation, I calculated 42 days to the City Boy Presidency, guys. 42 days. You know, I listened to some of them argue, say all kinds of things. We like the City Boy. We like it like that. We just love him. We love the City Boy. The president-elect, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We love him. We like him. We're in the winning team. My brothers and sisters, if you are part of the people that are running propaganda, IPOP terrorist propaganda, or lying party, disobedient children, you know, running propaganda every day, my brothers, you have a very long way to go. You have 8 years. 8 years of running propaganda. It will be too much for you. This one is not Buhari. This is not Buhari something, no. This is the City Boy. We are telling you now, you need to be part of the winning team. The City Boy is here, and there's nothing that can stop the City Boy. Okay? The indefatigable lion of Bodilon. Guys, get ready for the celebration and the City Boy Presidency, guys. Get ready because he's here. He's already here. 40-something days. It's too small now. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Who is impersonating you? Yes, Daddy. Is Bishop Oyedepo. Oh, no. Yes, Daddy. Bishop Oyedepo has been praying for me to be the president of the country. If the prayer works, you people will not forget me. But now that they have impersonated me, they are now impersonating me. Who is impersonating you? Maybe it's Mikel Obi. Oh, guys, I'm not going to play much of those music because each time I try to play the music, they use it to, you know what happened yesterday. You know what happened yesterday to this broadcast? These guys are getting mad. We have destroyed the propaganda of IPOP. We have destroyed the propaganda of Biafra terrorist IPOP criminals. We have destroyed it. I'm telling you guys, we have destroyed the IPOP of terrorists, the IPOP terrorist Biafra criminals. Small time now, they say, we are no longer interested in the Southeast. We want to go and steal Akwa Ibom. We will change the name of Akwa Ibom to Akaibo. These guys are criminals. Is it not criminals? Criminals that will leave their own region. They will leave the Southeast. They come to the South, Niger Delta, come to River State. After River, they come to Akwa Ibom. Now, they come because they have seen development in Akwa Ibom. They can see the wealth in Akwa Ibom, the oil, the everything. Now, they want to come and steal Akwa Ibom. Can you imagine? They are changing Akwa Ibom name to Akaibo, Ibibio to Ibonta, Nsima to Isioma. Hey, wonders. Wonders. The criminality is not just enough. All the ones that they have been doing for a very long time, it's not enough. They want to come and steal Akwa Ibom. These are a bunch of criminals. Calling themselves Biafra criminals, Biafra criminals, I don't even know which one. IPOP terrorists, I don't know. National disgrace. Are you getting me now? I salute you, my people, guys. We have dismantled the propaganda of IPOP. They are nowhere to be found. LOP, come out. Bunch of criminals. Anyway, guys, let us do follow up to what some of their sisters are talking about. Many of you know that lady. What's her name? I see all your messages, guys. I salute you. We are live and direct. You know, we are here. I tell me, they try to shut down the page. Forget it. We told them that they cannot shut down our pages. You know, I getting me. They cannot shut down our pages. Later, there is something that has gotten my attention here. Before I go into all these other conversations, of course, there are so many conversations. We saw the latest interview of Chimamanda. Chimamanda. After writing the letter, we are thinking that maybe they use something to bribe Chimamanda brain. It was actually Chimamanda who wrote the letter, guys. Chimamanda wrote a letter without reading it. I salute you. I salute you. Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. Yes, mommy. Yes, mommy. Oh, they are not impersonating me. They are not impersonating me. I'm under pressure to leave the country. Obi do pew to the UK. They say, when he said, come here, come here. Who are you? Are you Obi? They are not impersonating me. They are not impersonating me. Hey, I am under pressure to leave the country. They are not impersonating me. Obia, Obia, is your name Obia, or Gregory Obi, or Miguel Obi? These are a bunch of criminals. We will dig into that conversation. We will find out more. Obi was covering up the story. You don't want to tell us that he was detained in the UK prison. Now they are claiming it was impersonation. Who is impersonating Obi? It is more than that, guys. We told them, this is not Nigeria where you're going to be deceiving people with lies. The UK government is not like Nigeria. Maybe they have not found anything. They will just come and harass you. No, they will leave you. They will do the proper investigation. Any day they capture you, forget it. How many of you believe that Ike Ekweremadu will be in prison today? Nobody believe it. Is there anybody that believes that Ike Ekweremadu will be in prison today? Yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. Why are they impersonating Obi? Yes, daddy. Is it because of the thing that does it concern next company in the UK? Yes, daddy. We don't know. But yes, daddy, I want you to pray for us. Pray for us. Pray for us so that I will be the president of the country. So that I will have humility. And so that I will give you all the bishops and pastors. I will give you private jet. I will give you space to park that. They are fraud criminals. They tried to steal Lagos. They did not succeed. These guys are not satisfied with what they have. They tried to steal Lagos. Some of them are now saying they are the one that own Abuja because they got 25% in Abuja. They don't know where they belong. They rush to River State. They say, no, you are not from here. They rush to Akwa Ibom. They say, no, you are not. Go back to your place, develop your place. They refuse. They have become nuisance everywhere on social media. Baba Tinubu presidency, is bringing an end to all this nonsense. That is why they are doing everything to see how they can blackmail the City Boy presidency. Some of them are saying, oh, the Igbos, the mission of the Igbos, to make sure that they illegitimize. That is the English. Exactly the English that they use. Illegitimize Baba Tinubu presidency. That is the mission of the Igbos now. They say, they want to illegitimize Baba Tinubu presidency. So that's why they are writing letters, they are running propaganda. And Chimamanda, somebody that they say receive award all over. Which award? award for what? You think that who read Chimamanda book? All my life, I have not read a book. For what? I see no reason to read it. Because there's no sense. There's no sense. You understand me? That is part of what they are doing. Go and ask any Igbo man. They say, we want to illegitimize Baba Tinubu presidency. That is their mission. That is their mission. That is their mission, guys. That is their mission. So many people have come out to talk, say, let them stop that rubbish. We are not joking here. It's gone are the days you come and make noise. Like, that is why they are running propaganda, and Chimamanda have joined the group. Is it not a shameful thing? Chimamanda wrote a letter without reading it. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Let me just tell you this before I move. By the way, some northern elders, they have come out to say it is Baba Tinubu that we want. So just pay attention to this before I move. I just want to start this way, guys. Let's just do this. Okay.
We condemn loud, clear, and unambiguous tone.
Guy, hold on.
The resort before illegal and unconstitutional ways.
Hold on, guys. I go show what I not supposed to show for this screen.
We condemn loud, clear, and unambiguous tone. The resort to illegal and unconstitutional ways being pursued by Mr. Peter Obi and Mr. Jagaban of the Labour Party, which are capable of truncating our democracy. Unhealthy ethno-religious comments amount to incitement that can lead to public disorder.
If a group of military officers now gather together and start planning a coup against this country, they will be smartly rounded up, detained, investigated, tried, and if found guilty, they will be sentenced to death. Why should the case of a civilian trying to truncate our democracy be different? We do not know anything called international government. It has no basis, and nobody has the statutory right to even appoint any international government for this country.
Warning has been sounded. Nobody will. We condemn.
So guys, these are the northern these are the northern elders coming out to clarify the disobedient children. They are disobedient children, guys. They are children of hate. Their forefathers passed down hatred to them, bitterness, anger. Are you getting me now? And they will continue to. In fact, Obi has helped all the children of hate. Obi have helped their mission. Listen.
Illegal and unconstitutional ways being pursued by Mr. Peter Obi
and
Mr. Jagaban
yes,
of the Labour Party, which are capable of truncating our democracy.
Okay.
Unhealthy ethno-religious comments amount to incitement that can lead to public disorder.
If a group of military officers now gather together and start planning a coup against this country, they will be smartly rounded up, detained, investigated, tried, and if found guilty, they will be sentenced to death. Why should the case of a civilian trying to truncate our democracy be different? We do not know anything called international government. It has no basis, and nobody has the statutory right to even appoint any international government for this country.
Warning has been sounded. Nobody will.
So you see, so these are the northern elders coming out to speak. But that is by the way. I just wanted to, highlight that very soon. The most important question we are asking is that who are those that read Chimamanda book and what did you get from it? Nigeria is not literature book. Nigeria is not. We have been. Do you know that Chimamanda live in Lagos? Chimamanda, who do you this thing? Is it Obi? Obi that is taking advice from a madman. Guys, I want us to listen to Chimamanda interview and begin to assess the nature of book that Chimamanda wrote or literature. Besides, if Chimamanda is so good, the way, why is it that Chimamanda have not won the Nobel? We know for a very long time ago, Professor Wole Soyinka, won that prize, Nobel laureate prize, long time ago. Are you getting me now? What has happened to Chimamanda, as they claim? Because she is writing nonsense. Chimamanda is writing nonsense. Chimamanda have not wrote anything to help their people in the Southeast to live a better life. Chimamanda did not write any book concerning the killing by their brothers in the Southeast. Chimamanda is promoting Obi, who was a governor of Anambra State. Yet, Chimamanda do not have any house in Anambra. Chimamanda lives in Lagos. My brothers, the only thing we can be doing to all these people is to be laughing at them, because they cannot even see how stupid they are anymore. Are you getting me now? If Chimamanda came and they say, oh, look at the Southeast, look at the way Southeast is developed, look at the way Obi built the Southeast, look at all of us, we are living in the Southeast. That is when we can listen to Chimamanda. You have nothing to write him about. By the way, guys, some of you did not know that this Chimamanda went to the US and wanted to go and mingle with the political system in the US. Do you know what they told her? They said, go back to your region and develop your region in Nigeria. You don't have any mouth. You don't have any laga, any problem strandu, any legal standing, or any issue. You don't have any atom of right or any, there is no need. You are not even fit to come and comment on anything election in the US. She was mingling with political nonsense in the US when she was thinking that US is like Nigeria, where if they see wrong thing, they'll be keeping quiet. This same Chimamanda. What is the book that Chimamanda is writing that is making her to come and be talking rubbish in the country? She's not ashamed of herself. You live in the US for many years, nothing to write him about. You never do anything in the Southeast. You live in Lagos. That same Lagos that you are living was built by the City Boy. And you come out and talk rubbish on the national television and say, Obi, the reason why you are supporting Obi is because you have personal interest in Obi. Obi came to meet your mother or your father during your burial. All these stories. We told you that these guys are emotional non-entity. Hey! Now, if I look, if the thing, oh boy, Obi, import and export. My brothers, I told you this thing, whether you live in America, whether anywhere you live, if you are black, you are black. When I say this, some people don't understand what I mean. It doesn't matter where you live, and every Igbo man is the same. They are the same. They think one way. I'm telling you, it does not matter books that you are writing. What are you writing book? If I want to write book, I write. Have not chosen that kind of path. I don't want to be writing nonsense for people to be reading. Are you getting me? You have not. How many people read Chimamanda book and make a change in the country? Please, have you ever read Chimamanda book? I want to see how many people wrote or read Chimamanda's book. Because I don't understand what is making her to come and be talking rubbish. When the Southeast is not yet developed, you live in Lagos. What are you even proud of? The person that you are promoting has not done anything tangible that we can even look at and say, okay, let us see, okay, maybe we can bring this kind of change to Nigeria. There's nothing to write him about. There's nothing. Obi took advice from a madman. Every day he keeps saying it. I took advice from a madman. Now they are now impersonating me. Who am I going to take advice from? Let me go and take advice from a madman. My brothers and sisters, it's a terrible situation. Please, don't forget the challenge. How many people have read Chimamanda's book? I want to see. Which book did you read and what did you learn from it? Because I'm beginning to think that the same way that Ahmed, do you know what that Ahmed did the other day on national television? And they say that Ahmed owned a university. My problem, I'm worried because if that Ahmed, the owner of such university, can be thinking the way he's thinking, my brother, all the people there, all the students, my brother, there's something wrong with them because their mindset is going to be rubbish. The same way with this Chimamanda of a girl, of a woman, because I don't even know what she's thinking that she's achieved. Because if you go and write a book somewhere and they give you a word and you're making noise, what have you contributed to the country? There is, can somebody tell us what Chimamanda have contributed to the country than to be writing rubbish book and be painting the country black, talking all kinds of rubbish? I get it. That is, by the way, let us listen to Chimamanda and understand what is the reason for what she did. Of course, we have listened to so many people who have responded to them. Femi Fayode, of course, Femi, yes, Femi Fani Kayode. I've responded to her, you know, her book and all of that. But I just want us to listen to her, because it's time for us to listen to her. This was a live interview on this same Arise TV. Remember, if you have anything against City Boy, Arise TV will invite you. Arise TV is extension of the lying party, which is Labour Party. They have nothing to offer. Anybody that have anything against the City Boy, you rush to Arise TV. They will give you opportunity to speak. By the way, you know what is going on in the Labour Party, or lying party. You know what is going on already. So this is the kind of party that Chimamanda is supporting. Listen to them. Listen, no.
Our party leadership was involved in forgery of Court of Appeal judgment.
Okay.
That is going to be a discussion.
I beg. Chimamanda, are you aware? Are you aware of this? Is Chimamanda aware that? Oh yes, aware of Obi. Obi is not even qualified to. Because I don't even know how to put it for Obi, because he said, now I'm beginning to pity Obi because there are so many things that is going to affect him. I'm telling you, Obi is learning. We have been asking this question. How can you be comparing 4 months presidential ambition to 30 years? My brother, it does not make sense. Obi, just 4 months presidential ambition. Look at all the propaganda they are running in the country. Only 4 months presidential ambition. Can you compare 4 months presidential ambition of Obi to 30 years of experience? Can you compare it? It's nonsense. I get me now. Now look at what is happening. The same party that they say they want to come and change the country. This is the party that Chimamanda is promoting. Listen, listen.
Our party leadership was involved in forgery.
Okay. Oh my God, I have not even started. People started calling me. Hello, your name and where you calling us from?
I'm calling from Port Harcourt.
Give us your name, please.
This is Osas. Calling from Port Harcourt.
Osas, go ahead. What's your contribution, please?
Yeah, I've not been seeing my sister again, Wazovia.
You are calling us to say you have not been seeing Owasofia. What do you mean?
You and I used to talk together, man. That is the only way I used to communicate with her.
Owasofia is not here. If you want to contribute in what we are saying, if you don't want, stop calling me to be talking something that does not make sense. You understand me?
I support you.
If Owasofia want to come, nobody stop Owasofia from coming to our program, you know? So.
Okay. I support your program, man. You're my friend.
Okay.
Osas is my name.
So you want Owasofia? Is that what you're saying? Okay. I will ask Owasofia to come to the platform if that's what you want.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
All right. No problem.
I enjoy your program.
All right. Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you. Okay. I was thinking that is one of those people that want to come and cause problem, because that's how they do. You know, we are talking something else. They will come and call us and want to cause problem. Professor Owasofia is fine. She's okay. It's no problem. Okay. All right. So let us go on with our conversation. Are you getting me now? These are the people deceiving LOP. They are nowhere to be found though. When Obi was detained in the US or in the UK, sorry, not US, UK. They said that the disobedient children, they came out and shout, hey, Obi, they have now become terrorists everywhere you go. I'm telling you guys. These people have become terrorists everywhere you go. Obi, now that time you go clear for your eye. When the time comes. But let us listen to Chimamanda, because by the way, this issue of Labour Party fighting among them is not finished. As I'm talking to you now, the truth is about to come out. The truth is already out. Of course, we know it long time ago. That Obi, number one, is not even qualified. It was not even a candidate of lying party. Are you getting me now? It was... Now they are fighting among themselves. They are exposing what happened, what they did, how they smuggled in Obi into the paper as a candidate. You understand me? So this is one of their secretary or one of their members. Look at what he's saying. Listen.
Our party leadership was involved in forgery of Court of Appeal judgment.
Okay. You don't hear them?
That is going to be a discussion for another. They are hearing me now. If they don't know.
Oh my God. Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please. Go ahead.
Good evening, my brother.
I salute you. I salute you. The City Boy is here, guys. The City Boy is here. Go ahead.
Yes. Please, later you later give us that song, that Hausa song. And you enjoy the Hausa song well. Thank you for coming back online. In fact, I've been blocked. They don't block me for 30 days.
Oh, they don't block you too. So please, guys, don't. You can watch us on YouTube. Go and watch on YouTube, okay? If they block you on Facebook, go and watch on YouTube.
I'm even watching it now. You see, Obi was detained. The guy is a criminal. He was detained, but they are lying that somebody.
Obi was detained and deported or deported back. Yes.
The guy is a criminal. See, Buhari government, in fact, has been doing a wonderful job by exposing Obi, and I believe the City Boy will take up from there. Obi will run away. He will go to exile the way Ojuku, that useless Ojuku, did when he ran to Ivory Coast. Ojuku will run. You know when Nnamdi Kanu to run?
Yes, Ojuku ran away when he was begging to come back to Nigeria. Yes.
Yes, he ran to Ivory Coast. And this foolish Nnamdi Kanu that is rotting in jail too went on exile. We have people leaders that have been going on exile, and Obi too will follow. Obi will inshallah, he will follow. By the special grace of Almighty Allah, he will follow. Very foolish set of people. These are people with terrorist criminals. They think they can. No Igbo man, I repeat, no Igbo man will become a president in India. They are second-class citizens, whether they like it or not. We will continue to use them, and we will continue to use them forever. They are foolish set of people. They don't think they are more special than any other person in Nigeria. They should do whatever they want. We are ready for them. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your contribution. I wish you guys will wait. Let us continue. But thank you very much. I salute you. Okay. So you see, Obi was detained. Obi came to the UK. He was questioned, detained, and deported back to Nigeria. But they tried to cover it up. I told you that these guys are a bunch of criminals. Anyways, but that is we are not even interested in Obi. What Obi have nothing to offer us. Are you getting me now? What happened was that we were able to overcome it, guys. We did not fall into the trap of the children of hate. We defeated them big time. Nearly 9 million of us defeated the children of hate. They are children of hate. If you see all their comments, you confirm that they are all children of hate. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please. Go ahead.
This is Vasu. I'm calling you from Accra.
Please go ahead. What's your contribution?
My contribution to this issue is that we thank God that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has won the election. And I'm very happy for that.
Mm-hmm.
And Tinubu, may God let us achieve from his government.
Amen.
Because we really support in my area here in Accra, in all angles, everybody voted for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he has the capacity and is a thinker.
Mm-hmm.
He's a thinker. And we pray to God to give him long life so that he can rule this Nigeria. But my belief in him is that if this man can rule us for 8 years, I have believed that this Nigeria will change because he's a builder and he's going to build this nation. And I pray to God for so.
Amen.
Yes, sir. So, and all these obedience, my brother, they can bully for Africa. we nearly died during the election because anything we say, maybe you come out to support, okay, this is my candidate, I support this man. They won't allow. All they do is bully and insult. Bully and insult on social media. And I thank God they are nowhere to be found. They are nowhere to be found. So thank God. So I really appreciate. I really thank God for Tinubu winning the election.
All right. Thank you very much, brotherly. Let us move. Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Yeah, blessed evening, Mr. Nsima.
I salute you.
Yeah, good to join you tonight.
You're welcome.
I like to correct the impression the last caller was making. I understand he's talking about Nigerians using the Southeast. Like he's saying we'll continue to use them. That was what prompted me to
my brother, I don't know what you're saying.
Using them. They have no value to our Nigerian politics.
Exactly.
That it has proven.
We don't need the Southeast for anything. That is the truth.
Or without them, they shouldn't even just think about it. We are not using them. They have no any electoral value to Nigerian politics. And it has come to stay. They can see it. People like Chimamanda Adichie. I was actually one of our lovers.
So which of the book of Chimamanda have you read? Tell us.
Man, bro, I used to love her, but with this thing she did now.
Have you read any of her book? That's my question.
Honestly speaking, no, I have not.
But you love her. Why do you love her? Is it because she's a woman?
No, not that at all. Far from that. But speeches, some of her presentation in shows I've followed, I listened to how she presents issues. So I used to actually like that. But as it stands today, with this part she took, this part of bigotry and making all kind of shenanigans around.
My brother, thank you very much. You don't have anything to say about Chimamanda. She have nothing to offer. She wrote a book and she has nothing to you say you love her, you did not read her book. What are you talking about? My brother, if I like somebody, I would dig deep to know what does Chimamanda represent in Nigeria? Let's talk about it. What does she represent in Nigeria?
She's not to be a writer. That's just it.
She's what?
Yes, she's not to me. She's a writer.
What does she write about? What did she write about? That's why you see you don't know. That's the point. You don't know. If anybody that know what Chimamanda wrote, please tell us. You can Google it. Come bring it here because we are going to dismantle that Chimamanda of it. You want to come and spoil Nigeria? You can never succeed this time around. You understand me?
No, they can't.
You can never succeed. Okay, thank you very much, my brother. We need people that know anything about Chimamanda. If you have read her book, you tell us. Come and tell us because nobody have read her book. No Nigeria have read her book. Anybody that read her book are people of the same ethnicity from her. Finish. Because I don't have no reason to go and read a book that does not make sense. Huh? Thank you very much. I salute you. Because I don't know why she's coming to think that she have value in the country. Because I don't know what she have done. If she has helped us to solve a problem, then we could have talked about it. She has not solved any problem. Every day they keep on causing problem in the country. And you are telling me, hello, your name and where are you calling us from, please?
Hello, Isima.
I salute you.
I agreed.
Yes.
I've been able to call.
You are welcome.
What is this caller even talking about? Let me reduce my TV.
The caller says he loved Chimamanda because she's a woman. Finish.
What? It's just some synopsis that she normally read and they normally put it online. We normally get some too. But in fact, I've not come across
any of her literature. Does that explain why she have not even won the Nobel laureate or whatever prize? Because she has not.
She was doing that. She was pursuing to be a politician in the US.
Yes. Okay. You know the story too. Tell us about that story. Yes.
Yeah, but it didn't work out for her.
Okay.
She tried, but it's the Black Americans. They realized that she wasn't promoting them. She was promoting Nigeria. But at the end of the day, we found out that now it's not that she was even promoting Nigeria. She was promoting herself.
She was not promoting Nigeria. These people don't promote Nigeria. They don't promote Nigeria. They blackmail Nigeria. That's it.
Yeah, the reason why I know that she wasn't is because of what she did. They wanted to give you award. The federal government wanted to give you award. You didn't accept it, but you went to Southeast village
and go and collect. She went and collect chieftaincy title. The only woman in our village.
Yes, and apart from that, again, election has taken place. You know Nigeria election very well. You know how the election work in Nigeria very well. You know what happened in Southeast. You know what happened in Southeast. The way they manipulated everything. 97%, 98%, which didn't happen in other states. You knew all these things, and yet you sat down and wrote some letter to the U.S. government. In fact, when the time that they received the letter, maybe the clerk, they'll give it to a clerk to tear it and put it in the dustbin. That's what will happen. Because the U.S. understand the Nigerian system. They understand it. So you can't come and do what you are trying to do. At the end of the day, the person that you are supporting, look at what happened to him in the UK. And now the people are not carrying out propaganda everywhere that he came to the UK and they arrested him that someone was trying to impersonate. Who is trying to impersonate? In the UK immigration officer, no UK immigration officer will come out to tell you what really transpired. But for you to be detained and questioned, it means you have done something. They think UK is in any other country or what? Anyhow country or what? I don't understand.
All right, my brother, we don't have much time. It's not yet proper time for calls.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much for calling. I appreciate your call. Yeah. Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please?
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Sima.
I salute you.
Hello, good evening.
I salute you. Yes.
Good evening, Sima.
I salute you.
Hello, my brother. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah, good evening.
Your volume is too low. Yeah, can you speak up?
Too low. Okay, let me do it.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Well, I don't know. It's very small. But go ahead.
Okay, Sima, is it okay?
Yeah, it's better. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. They are expecting you in this, City Boy is expecting you. You have to, if they mention your name, you have to come, you have to go to Lagos. Yes, they mention your name.
Okay.
And by the way, let me tell you,
yes.
You know, the British government, they've been observing all the four political presidential candidates.
Yes.
The way they campaign, they don't want extremists. They don't want terrorists in their country.
Yes.
They don't want people that will come and create trouble. See, for them to pull Obi out of these things, they serve him detention.
A letter, yes.
Detention, this paper straight away,
yeah.
And he was pulled aside.
Yes.
That means they have intelligent about him. So it's like you can't joke with British immigration because they've been carrying out intelligence this thing about him. See, he refused to debunk IPOB, a terrorist organization.
Yes.
He never came out to denounce them. And he was campaigning about tribe, religion, and everything. British people, they don't want such people in their country. They don't want it. You think he can come to... See, they deported him like a common criminal.
Of course.
It's not to be hard for him to come to... He will have to appeal it to be able to enter the country again. Because it's like security risk to them.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a security risk. And they need all these Igbo people. They need to be very, 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 very careful. All those Igbo people in this country coming as students, coming to make noise and all these things. They need to be. By the time they start arresting them one by one, they will rot in jail.
Yes.
They need to be very, very careful. They monitor everybody. See, it's a British government. They will park in front of your house for months before they arrest you. and you won't know they are monitoring you, your movement, everything.
Yes, that's correct.
So they need to be very, very, very careful. They need to be very careful. This place is not Nigeria. Oh. Look at Ikerimadu that was that immunity. He was a serving deputy Senate president before he was arrested. So, I mean, there's nobody above the law in this country. They treated Obi like a common person at Heathrow Airport. So these Igbo people, they should be ashamed of that. They need to stop this politics of hate and all this. We are all Nigeria. They should stop their discrimination. They should stop abusing people, terrorizing other regions.
If they lie, they should continue. We like them to continue so that we can confirm everything we have been saying.
Taking over instead of to develop their region, everybody, all governors, they get the same allocation. They will not. Their government will not use their allocation to develop their country, and they will go and be oppressing other people in their region, invading their space, and they don't without any respect. They need to develop their DC now. I hope Baba Tinubu will create a regional government whereby everybody have to develop their region. We are tired of them. They are the pain in the neck. The Igbos are the pain in the neck. Anyway, thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes, Obi was detained.
Never resurrect again.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Expecting you. Call them.
The City Boy, we are coming. We are making things happen.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your contribution. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. You're a bunch of criminals. They think that is business as usual. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please. Go ahead.
My name is Dan. I'm calling from Texas, my brother. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yourself?
I'm fine. I really want to confirm. Was it deported back to Nigeria or
Obi was accosted, questioned, detained, and deported back to Nigeria. It's as simple as that.
This one, of course,
and then they went back and be telling lies and be running propaganda. That it was impersonation. What are you talking about? Like you have been living in the UK for almost a decade, and they are impersonating you. What do you mean?
He evaded tax for many years. That one is another crime too. I don't know. I heard that they started begging, the lawyer has to instead of them to detain him over there, the prosecutor, it is better they should deport him back to Nigeria. That is what I heard, because it will be a great slap on Nigeria citizen for them to prosecute him over there. So that is number one point. But as for Igbo, I don't know their problem with other regions.
I want to even say, but I want to just say something, because some people come to my inbox to say that Obi do not represent the interests of the Igbos. But my problem with them is that none of them ever come out to correct it or counter it or say the right thing. Are you getting me now? Just like what we are saying now, I was asking them, why is the Southeast not supporting the South for the Senate presidency, which we know that yes, Senator Godswill Akpabio is the most qualified. Why is the Southeast? We have never seen the Southeast form alliance or support any people to build people up. We have never seen them do that. So I keep asking them. So these are the questions I'm asking, because some people are coming to my inbox. They say, "Oh, Nsima, it's not all Igbos. How can you use only one person?" But just one person is causing havoc all over the country, like the IPOP criminals terrorist organization. What do you have to say about that? Yes.
My brother, all these people are the same kind of thing. I will call them thing, because they don't represent the interests of the nation. It's just me and me and me. Look at Joe Igbokwe in Lagos State. Okay, Igbo said they want 6 states to create one more state. You know what he said? Let's put politics apart this time around. He said if the federal government give them another state, he really want to be the governor of that state. Look at Kalu. Kanu said they should show that Senate president to his own village. He never said, I want to represent Southeast, or he want to represent the whole Nigeria. Just look at that. These people are the same, either in APC or PDP. I never trust them. I don't trust them. Understand? They are like a rat. That is what I see them. Okay, something happened at my working place. My boss asked me like, okay, Don, why is it that Nigerians, especially the Yoruba and other tribe, are too lazy to work? And I said, who told you that? He said, there's a Nigeria, and he mentioned his name. I said, that is Igbo. That is the fourth time that this thing is happening. You guys will be labeling other tribe as evil, while you guys are the one committing crime. Immediately I open internet like, okay, let's see the tribe that committed the highest crime in Africa. And he saw, he said, oh my God. Okay, my co-worker last week here, I was joking with her because her mom called her. Okay, and I greeted the woman, how are you? And the woman said, oh, it's like you're from Africa, Nigeria. I said, yeah. And she said, oh, where are you from in Nigeria? I said, oh, I'm from Southwest. The next day said, oh, I heard that you people like voodoo too much. I heard you people are too lazy to work, that the Southeast people are the ones that are very hardworking. And I asked her that, okay, are you sitting with your laptop? Open it. Before I do, that was the fifth time that this thing is happening. Why are you labeling all that tribe as evil in order to gain from outsider? Whereas you guys are the one committing crime all over the world, from Asia to North America to South America. There's no country you go to today without seeing an Igbo in their prison. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Enough of all this stupidity. They should stop it. Like Shimanda that refused to support Trump, support Joe Biden. I was so surprised that she could write a letter and send it to Joe Biden. Why you supported Trump and 90% of people in America supported Trump? Understand? These people, they always like to be opposite side of good thing in their life, and I don't know why. I don't know the kind of God who created them. It's crazy. They need to change their way. Even if they give them the Biafra tomorrow, they are going to give the image of that country. I bet you. And it is better we let them go. We should let them go. They are not contributing anything. The IGL, how much are they making? The IGL that the whole Southeast is making is what Apapa and Etios or whatever are making, two local governments are making in a year. So what is the benefit with all what they have? So that's my contribution, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Nobody is stopping the Southeast. They already have the Southeast is their Biafra. So nobody is stopping them. Instead of them to go and develop their region, they are coming to terrorize every other person. Please, hello, your name and where you're calling us from.
Good evening, my brother.
I salute you.
My name is Yes Daddy. I'm calling from the dot in the chapel.
Oh, your name is Yes Daddy. Why did they deport Obi from the UK? Why did they deport him? Is it because he was the one that he refused to denounce IPOB criminals? What do you have to say?
Because he himself is a grand patron of IPOB criminals. He's the financier of IPOB criminals. You see this foolish girl, this ugly girl called Chimamanda.
I beg, have you read Chimamanda's book? Which part of Nigeria have read Chimamanda's book, please? Yes.
I never see her book, including their own father, what's her name? This idiot that they were comparing with Soyinka.
Yeah, Chinua Achebe now. Chinua Achebe never even won any Nobel laureate.
I recognize him. He was not writing about Okonko. Okonko is a village write-up. And he was thinking,
they are a bunch of criminals. Every little thing they will just be shouting everywhere. What is that rubbish?
These guys are criminals. Do you know why? You know that Igbos, they have lost morals. Igbos don't have respect. You are being respected by the number of containers that you can import into the country. They don't respect anybody. They can only respect you in the East if you have 20 to 15 containers on the sea. Irrespective of where you have your money from. What they do is they will give you one title. You will hear Chima Egwezu, one of Enugu land. These people are a bunch of criminals. That's why they can do anything for money. And on this P2B, my brother, let us wait. After May 29, we will know who gets Nigeria. We will know who gets Nigeria. You see this Obi? I'm just in fact I hear the PDP man. Why? Because he think he can play that local politics he played in Anambra in federal level. You can see that the Northern Elders Forum has come out to say they support the mandate of Tinubu. They are watching. They are watching. If these Igbos go the way they are going, I pray the 1966 repetition shouldn't happen again. If they retract, they bully everybody online. Whenever you are contrary to their opinion, bam, you have become their enemy. They begin to swear for you, swear for your generation, do so many things. And I love the way, please, for the last time, I love the way the Yorubas handle them in Lagos. You know what I wrote online? I said, you bully them on social media, they bully you at the bully unit. Just do me like do you. God know the best. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was a wonderful conversation. Guys, let us begin to look at what Chimamanda said, so that most of you that don't understand what we are talking about, you understand. I believe that the federal government cannot allow one tiny tribe in the country to be spoiling the name of the country. For what? Are you getting me now? The federal government must be very, very active in making sure that all these criminals, Biafra criminals that have been writing propaganda, saying all kinds of things, blackmailing the country, the federal government should not allow this to happen anymore. Because it is because the federal government have been keeping quiet. That is why they continue to do this. Are you getting me now? Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please?
Hello, Mr. Sima. Good evening, sir.
I salute you. I salute you.
And good evening to everyone on the platform. And good evening to every member of the City Boy.
You're welcome.
Mr. Sima, this Chimamanda or Chiamaka or Chimanunda, she's inconsequential for me. She's not relevant.
Yes, yes.
What we want right now, we all the Yorubas, the South, the North, and the Middle Belt, let's come together and start jubilating for the City Boy inauguration.
Of course.
That's what they're even saying. Say, I don't even know why they're existing. I don't like you. What is their propaganda? I think we've outgrown it. You understand? We've gotten what we want. So let's start making preparations so that day will be very colorful.
Yes.
That and again, I'm glad they recognized you and you really took part to make this thing work, because we were all sleeping initially, we were sleeping, and you woke us up from our slumber with your call, your clearance call woke everybody up, everybody on their feet.
Yes.
So now that God has given it to us right now, we should know how to put things together so that the nation will work better, Nigeria will be better, Nigeria will be great. And let's just. So me, I've been enjoying. No more thinking again. I wish to think every day. So I want to die within that period.
Oh.
Things like that. But now I'm flexing. So Mr. Shima, are we going to carry Ashebi that day for the inauguration for the City Boy? I want it one. For me, I follow you.
Okay. What is your question again?
You didn't hear me. You say you like Ashebi well.
There is a dress code already. Okay, so you want the link how to get it? There's a dress code.
I want the link and get the clothes.
Yeah, there's a particular. Yes, okay. I will get the information and make it available for everybody. Yes, okay.
Please make yourself. You can start buying. You can start showing it ahead of time. Some of the apples too. There's no time. It's time to jubilate. Time to jollificate.
Yes. Yes.
No time for this useless hypobians. What they call hypobians or Chimamanda or Marunda.
Chimamanda, is she not part of IPOP? Have she ever condemned it? All this while.
They are hypobians now.
Yes.
I just call them the hypobians. The Chimamanda, Marunda, whatever she used to her. Nobody even know where she's existing. Nobody even knows that she has a book or she's written a book before. You know, who cares about her? You know, nobody even knows she's even there. You know, she's just blabbing because Miss Wole Soyinka, the Nobel laureate, came out to like, you know, to advise the obedient. And then she can also talk. She's trying to like pick herself with Wole Soyinka. Is she mad? So yeah, phone. I'm sure we're okay. And then now for this, see, they bully me, I bully you. The way it is online now, me, I the para. They bully me, I talk about my tribe, I finish you. So I say, my bad, more the plan for their Shebi Abel.
All right. Thank you very much. We have 42 days. I will let the information available. Yeah. Thank you very much.
No time.
Thank you. Okay. All right. Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please. Go ahead. Yes. I salute you.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
I salute you.
Well done job, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I won't make you know, say, for you to even call that chairman that name, self, you just be like, say, they help and they promote his name.
Abi?
Those people, they no get where to be found. Who know Chimamanda? Who she book in right? Which book in Sabi to write? Which person go to read? They know nowhere to be found. Should be they don't, their Oga don't go abroad. Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
They don't deport their Oga come back now. Now, all of their eyes on the clear. If you go anywhere now, they don't shut up their mouths.
Yes,
all of them. Even for Lagos, say we be. Me, I did really here. Because any time they convince you, that guy, that's Obi, I swear to God, Obi na criminal where they supposed handcuff, put shame underground prison. That's the one put Obi. Nothing Obi do for Nigeria. Just be like, say, me person won't come destroy. You don't pass any agitation they don't do for Nigeria. You go to church, you go to tell pastor, say me then tell their followers, their members, say, this is religious war. You know, say that word when just hunter feel scattered. That is why any state, any country, they will arrest them because the damage we fix for Nigeria, they must repair them. You go call repair, you go fix them as well. So, what you will call them now? Just call all of them criminal. Chimamanda, Obi, Dino Mila, there are plenty, self, no people who lead them. There are plenty. We go to announce that they be criminal. So thank you, my brother. I be with you. I enjoy the program. Then the volume be very, very low this night.
Thank you.
Check your volume, I beg.
Thank you.
The volume be very, very low. Help us check increase the volume.
The volume they very, very low. Did you say volume is very, very low? I don't think volume is very, very low. Check your device. It's not from me. The volume is very loud and clear. Are you getting me now? The volume is very, very loud and clear. Guys, can you confirm what is happening? They say volume is very, how can I can hear you very, very loud and clear. Are you getting me now? And for your information, guys, they say there's a 7-story building that collapsed in Banana Island, guys, and it has trapped many people in Banana Island. What do you know about that? This 7-story building collapsed in Banana Island, and you know many people are already talking about it. Anyways, guys, let us go ahead. Confirm to me if you can hear me very well. But if you are not hearing me, it's your device. It's not from me. It is very, very loud and clear from my end. Are you getting me? Okay. So let us move forward. Let us move forward, guys. Remember, we are celebrating the City Boy, but our job is to make sure we debunk all the lies of these criminals. Are you getting me now? Now, I want you to pay attention to Chimamanda. There is something I want you to listen so that you understand that they are not making sense. And somebody asked a very important question. Where is Chimamanda's library in the Southeast? I have said it earlier. Chimamanda don't even live in the Southeast. Chimamanda lives in Lagos. The Lagos that was built by the drug baron. Chimamanda lives in Lagos. Are you getting me now? So these guys have been, you know, they are just the same. Anywhere they go, same. You understand me? They keep making noise. They keep making noise. Carry their shoulders up. If they just do one thing, they keep shouting everywhere. I met one of them today. He said that, don't you know that it's only the Southeast that is producing something in the country? They are manufacturing something. I said, what is the Southeast manufacturing? He said, Innocent Motors. Are you not aware of Innocent Motors? Then I asked him a very simple question. Innocent Motors is in Anambra State. Why is Soludo complaining of the internally generated revenue is not even up to 1 billion? My brothers and sisters, if you claim that there is innocent motors in Anambra in the southeast, why is the IGR of Anambra State is not up to 1 billion? That Soludo is now looking for help, going to Buhari to look for help? Or is it that they are not paying tax? Is it the same thing that is happening in Lagos? My brothers and sisters, we will deal with this conversation very, very soon. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please.
Good evening, Sama. My name is Rita. I'm calling from Lagos, Rulere.
Please go ahead. What's your contribution?
Yes, Sama, yes, my take in all this stuff is I've been wondering and trying to know where in Nigeria, in the states where they expecting that they will win, but they did not win. Because the places they believe they will win, they won it, which is the East, they won without even giving any, because that's what they do.
Yes.
If they believe in one party, they give all their vote to that particular party. And forgot politics are not playing in such manner. Now, I know like for Edo Delta, they gave the Edo Delta State and so on, but they gave them their vote fully. So, but like I keep on asking, did you actually get that vote in the North? Because if you say you win, what about the Northern states? They're not putting those Northern states into consideration because you won in Nasarawa, because there are many in a place they call Yanya Marapara, because after the destruction in Abuja, everybody actually moved to that area. And so because of the population there and the youth there, they won. And so now in Katsina State, that is even Buhari State, the head of the country, other party won me there. There was no rigging. So any state that they did not win, there's rigging. So I don't, because I've been trying to ask, where were they expecting that they are going to win that they did not win? Okay, now another issue has even come up that they said he did not get the new this thing from the Labour Party 30 days before the election.
Yes.
We did deny that it was a wrong step it took to. So I don't know, because I've been trying to rack my head, which states were they expecting? Okay, did they ever believe that they will win in Lagos State? But Tinubu kept calm. They won Lagos State. They thought he does not know how to play politics. He left it for them. So they tell me now that if Tinubu has won in Anambra State, they would have accepted it. They wouldn't accept it. But he left them, and they thought they were smart. And let me tell you, it was your program that came as an eye-opener to the Yorubas. God will bless you, Suma. Honestly, it was your program that came as an eye-opener to the Yorubas to see exactly what the game these people were up to. It wasn't because it was coming to rule Nigeria. It was for other reason, other purpose it was coming. Because if it were, okay, now everybody that is supporting everybody is now taking a step backward because of the abuse. Anybody that just, even in their own party, they say, the way these things are going, you cannot be abusing people that are supportive, they will give you. So even if I made a mistake of supporting LP before, and my eyes are open to that, okay, this is a mistake we made, this is not what we're supposed to do, you will insult. There's nobody these people cannot insult. So in that place, it was for a selfish purpose, not because to serve Nigeria, or because they want the president to be for Nigeria as a whole. So it's really alarming the way they run things. And I'm thanking my God Almighty that the eyes of a lot of people are open to see the game that they actually have, not for good of Nigeria. They've forgotten where this man is coming from. I actually left Lagos, went to Delta State, and I voted for him. I came back to Lagos. I never voted for any governor from my state. But I voted for him because I knew he has something upstairs. Like I told everybody, if you know Lagos is not good for you, go back to your state. You are fighting Tinubu. Tinubu has done governorship and he has left. If you did not lay a good this thing that nobody, the other governors coming will not do well. But he did something which the other governors are following. In our own state, individual state that we came from, the fight we are fighting Tinubu now, if we put that strength to fight our governors, all the states will become London the way we expect it to be.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, before you go, did you say you went to your state to vote for who?
Hello?
You went to vote for Obi or who?
Me, I went to vote for Tinubu.
Oh.
I left Lagos, went to Delta State to vote for him.
Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate your call. Thank you very much. All right. Okay. Obi case is a failure. We have already said it many, many times. We are just, see, let me tell you, the reason why we are doing this broadcast is to expose the criminality of IPOP and Biafra fraud, which 99.9% of them are Igbos. Are you getting me now? They are the one propagating the blackmail and trying to illegitimize Baba Tinubu's government. That is what they say they want to do. That is their mission. Remember what they use IPOP to do. They use IPOP to make Buhari's government ungovernable. That is what they said. Are you getting me now? So in their mind, they are thinking that they are going to be able to do the same thing that they did to Buhari. They don't know that this is the beginning of democracy in Nigeria. This is the beginning of government in Nigeria. Are you getting me now? I don't know if you understand me. So they don't know that they don't get it. They have not still understood what is happening at the moment. So that is the biggest thing that they don't understand. I was speaking to one of them today. I said, my brother, you don't even understand what is going on. You see this, your blackmail. You cannot even, the government will not even allow you to continue your blackmail because it's going to be a very long ride for you. 8 years. After 8 years of Baba Tinubu presidency, the North is coming, which is 2 times 8, 16. So 16 years. Already, Chimaroke Nnamdi said it's going to be 24 years of Obi destroying the destiny of Igbos, political destiny of the Igbos in Nigeria. Are you getting me now? Because I have seen that it will be difficult for Igbos to ever rule Nigeria because already there's going to be a government to every region. Every region is going to handle their resources. You see, because the truth is that it's been a long time we have been experimenting this. Not we. When Igbos collapsed the regional government that was working, the Igbos collapsed the regional government that was working, Azikiwe. In fact, Azikiwe went to the West, even contested election in Lagos and almost won election, but he was overthrown that night because that was his mission. Their mission, they say they want to take over Nigeria and Africa indeed. That is their mission. Oh my God, I don't want to go into all this conversation. This is experiment that was initiated by one Nigeria concept was to, take over everybody's resources. I've said this many, many times. Are you getting me now? That is why they are coming to Akwa Ibom to come and claim Akwa Ibom. They are beginning to change Akwa Ibom name from Akwa Ibom to Akaibo. Are you getting me now? That is their mission. They are criminals. They are changing our name from Ibibio to Ibonta. Are you getting me? They even went ahead to change my name from Insima to Isioma. You see it. So what is happening to my own identity? My own identity. What is going to happen to my identity? That is what the federal government must understand, that these are the criminalities that they are posing danger to other ethnic group in the country. They have been the one marginalizing all of us. It was the Igbos that brought the concept of Wasobia so that they deceive the people in the West that, everybody in the Southeast are Igbos. You get it now? They deceive the brothers in the North and say, everybody in the South and the South Niger Delta are Igbos. That's why they draw their map and they put us here and say we are calling us Biafra. They don't know that all this rubbish have been busted. Are you getting it? So this is what I want everybody to understand. Are you getting me now? There are people that are of Igbo land, from the Southeast, from Igbo, that are condemning the criminalities of this IPOB terrorist group. But the problem is that their voices are too low. People like Blessdom, most of you know that lady, people like Ijele, people like Obiefi and others who are trying to speak up, but their voice is too low because if they try to speak up, they are coming after their life. Are you getting me now? So it is the job of the federal government to stop the marginalization or the criminalization of all these Biafra criminals on other ethnic groups. Are you getting me now? It is the job of the government to protect all of us, because if not, the people from other regions will be forced, to take the laws into their hands. And we don't want that to happen. It is time for the federal government to solve this issue once and for all. How can the federal government allow the Igbos, one tiny group in the country, in the Southeast, to be, blackmailing the whole of the country, running propaganda, writing all kinds of letters and talking rubbish? Today, their main mission is to see how they can illegitimize Baba Tinubu's presidency. Can you imagine what people are living for? Can you imagine what people are living for? So that is what we are talking about. And that is why we are pointing out this issue with Chimamanda. So our job is to debunk their lies and make them see how stupid they are. Are you getting me now? So let us listen to Chimamanda. I know many people are calling me That is the reason why I don't always like picking calls before I start. Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please? Hello, your name and where you calling us from, please? Hello, your name and where you calling us from. We can hear you. Can you reduce your volume? Okay, if you are calling us, fix your sound, reduce the volume of your listening device so that we can hear you and you can hear us. Do you understand me, guys? So this is what I want everybody to understand. These guys are criminals. It's not today. It is because the federal government have not resolved this issue for a very long time. That is why they continue and they keep doing all these things without the federal government actually taking a drastic step to stop the criminalities of these IPOP criminals in the name of whatever thing they call themselves. Are you getting me now? So that is what we from the other side, from the Niger Delta, the South Side, we refuse to be dominated or will I say marginalized by the Igbos. For them to come and take over our identity, they want to. In fact, it's like they want to bury our own identity. You understand me? They want to bury our own identity. Because we have our own identity. We have where we are from. We have our language. We have our food. Are you getting me now? So they want to bury our own identity because of their own selfish desire, and we don't want that to happen anymore. Guys, I want you to listen to Chimamanda, the so-called Igbo elite from the Southeast. I want you to reason how they reason, because we were trying to explain the other day. We were reading the letter of Chimamanda, but this time around she came on a TV, national television, of course, Arise TV, this same Arise TV, to still make the same mistake. We are asking Chimamanda 3 important questions. Number 1, do you have any library in the Southeast? No. Chimamanda don't have library in the Southeast. Yet, she's celebrating herself as the most, whatever. Is it a literature writer? I don't even know what is literature writer. Are you getting me now? Number 2, has Chimamanda ever write any letter to ask the governors in the Southeast to develop the Southeast? Number 3, why is Chimamanda living in Lagos? Why is she not living in Obi's Anambra that she is trying to promote for us? Are you getting me now? These are one of the important things that we are asking. And then, why does Chimamanda have the interest of the country at heart? Why did the government give Chimamanda an award? Maybe for the fact that she's writing book. Are you getting me? Just to make her happy, that she's doing something. She rejected the award and went and collected a chieftaincy title in her village. So she respected the one that they give in her village than the one from the government, because she is part of the people that is trying to blackmail the government, that is trying to say, talk bad against the government, talk down on the government. Are you getting me now? I have never seen any of these people speak good of Nigeria. They always talk bad. But when we look into it, proper investigation shows that the Southeast is nothing to write them about. Yet, we will not see people like Chimamanda or any of them write letters because they know how to write letters. Chimamanda did not write letter to the governors in the Southeast, especially Soludo. It's been 1 year. 1 year is over now. Soludo have not done anything in Anambra as we speak. They are not complaining about that. They are not. 1 year now, Soludo became the governor of Anambra State. Chimamanda have not wrote any letter to Soludo to say, Professor, what have you done in Anambra since you became a governor in Anambra? And Soludo is receiving the federal allocation, 75 billion every month in the state. Yet, there is nothing to write them about. They are running from pole to pole, running from River State to Akwa Ibom, from Akwa Ibom to Lagos. They want to steal other people's land, yet they have refused to develop their own land. And Chimamanda don't see anything wrong about that. I'm just telling you that all these people, they always know how to chase all this cloth. They chase everything that will give them maybe publicity on social media. That is what they want. That is all they do. There's nothing else that they have to offer. Are you getting me now? Because one will be wondering, with all this claim of educated, intelligent, you are supposed to focus on your own space. Develop your own space. Let us see how your own space will be. Let us see how beautiful your space is. Yet, they have not done any, but they are coming to abuse other people in other places. Are you getting me now? So that is the reason why we are looking at the reason how these people think. And we are asking Chimamanda, is it because Obi have been, of course, Obi is a boy to Obasanjo. So you have gradually learned to write letter like Obasanjo. Of course, because maybe that is where Chimamanda learned it from. Are you getting me now? The same way Obasanjo have been writing letters without any hope. Obasanjo forgot that he was there. He didn't do anything. So I don't know where Chimamanda copied it from. Maybe from this thing. So guys, let us start this conversation because it's very, very important. Let us listen to the conversation of Chimamanda on Arise TV. And let us listen and begin to see their ways of reasoning. Any of them, they speak the same way. They don't speak differently. They think the same way. They don't think anything important. They think one way. I want you to pay attention to this. Very important.
Brilliant, award-winning author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. You could describe her as Nigeria's international superpower celebrity novel.
Okay, the problem why they are using this music now is to use it as a way to shut down our pages. Are you getting me, guys? The reason why Arise TV have decided to add this copyright on their videos now is to use it to shut down the page. I noticed it yesterday when I played one of their videos. That is what is going on now. But let me see how I can manage to play the video, but that is what they are doing right now because they have seen that it's not business as usual. Arise TV is about to go down. Anyways, I want you to pay attention to this. This man that is speaking like Oyubo, you know, they always like to copy. You will see all the Igbos in their Biafra group, they will always say, United Nations, come and help us. You saw them, Chimamanda did the same, writing letter to Biden. They believe that foreign bodies are the one that will come and solve their propaganda for them. I'm telling you, Chimamanda is in that clique. For the fact that she lives in the US does not make her to think differently. I'm telling you, anywhere you go, it doesn't matter, it's in your blood. If you don't do a proper homework, it will be in your blood. I'm telling you, this is the reality. Are you getting me now? So this is what is going on here in this conversation here. This man here is an Igbo man, but I want you to listen to the way he's talking and see if it makes sense. What are they promoting? There's nothing. Are you getting me now? Listen, if they do as I don't understand. One copy of Igbo people. Oyubo people, they don't copy Nigeria. Have you seen any white man copy Nigerian the way we speak? But it's only the Igbos that would like to copy the Oyubo people. Only the Igbos. Go and check on even that woman on what's her name on CNN. They do the same. They want to be like other people that they are not. Are you getting me now? I have never seen any British people copy any other person's language. They speak like British. That is how you know that they are British. What should I speak? That is why we are asking the federal government to return the government to the regional system. Let us develop our place. If we speak, they know where we are coming from. That is how it is. The British people never copy Igbo language. They don't speak Igbotically. They speak British. That is how you know that this one is British. Are you getting me now? So this man, I don't know, he will claim that maybe he went to school abroad or whatever. You listen to the way he's speaking. I want you to pay attention, because this is where we start from. Because that is how you begin to see where this problem is coming from. You understand me? Listen.
And you wouldn't go amiss, because her career is littered with the world's major literary prizes. But beyond her phenomenal talent, which is there for all to see, Chimamanda Adichie has followed the tradition of Africa's literary giants.
You see the man, he does speak British English. My brothers, the federal government have a lot of work to do. What is our identity? We need to have identity. And our identity was collapsed by the Igbos when they suspended the regional government. I'm telling you guys, we need to regain who we are. That is why I love the slogan of Baba Tinubu's presidency. It says renewed hope. Renewed hope is here. Guys, do you understand what that means? Renewed hope. But as the time gets closer to the period of inauguration, we'll begin to look at all these things. We'll begin to review all the statements and comments of Baba Tinubu so that you understand what this government is about. It's renewed hope. That is why the Igbos, if you check all over, it is only the Igbos that is fighting hard against Baba Tinubu presidency because they know what it means. It's renewed hope. We are going back to the way we are because prosperity is here. We are regaining our identity, who we are, the giant of Africa, and things are going to be the way it's supposed to be. Are you getting me now? This is something you must understand. But, for us to start this conversation, you listen to the man. He was not making sense. He's speaking. I don't even know what he's speaking. Anyways, by the way, you see the introduction of this woman. When we talk about Professor Wole Soyinka, let me tell them the difference of what is happening here. What did Chinwe Achebe do? What was his job? And that is why he did not win the Nobel laureate. If there's nobody that is telling them. See, Professor Wole Soyinka is not just a novel writer. Okay? He's not. He fought for democracy. Professor Wole Soyinka. He said it. So this woman that is parading herself, Chimamanda, will write a book. Who cannot write book? I can write many books. In fact, now that it's so easy to write book. You have not contributed anything to the country, Chimamanda. You have not. Don't think that Professor Wole Soyinka is just about literature and novel. No, it's beyond that. They stood and fought for democracy. What has Chimamanda do? What did Chimamanda fight for anything in Nigeria? No. Chimamanda has been blackmailing the country, talking all kinds of things against the country. Whenever she makes her speeches, even in one of her books that I try to read, she has never promoted the country. That is what we are saying. But this Professor Wole Soyinka fought for democracy. We remember how he gave us a story of how he was fighting. He stood with Baba Tinubu and they fought for democracy. Even when they went on exile, they worked together with Baba Tinubu. And even when they came back, their houses were burned down. He gave us that story. So Professor Wole Soyinka is not just a novel writer. So I think that these people don't understand what is going in the country. What is going on? They are a bunch of criminals. It doesn't matter who they are. Listen to them. You will see that they have contributed nothing to the country. If they just write a book, tomorrow they will begin to make noise. Are you not seeing it? I want them to begin to understand that because they don't think. The reason more than what they see is beyond social media popularity and making noise. Go and check. Soyinka did not just write book. He stood for what he believed. He fought for the country. He's a Nobel laureate, award winner, the first man in Africa. Are you getting me now? From Nigeria. So he fought for democracy for the country. He spoke against Abacha's regime and others. Why the Igbos, majorly the Igbos, they were supporting Abacha's regime. Anyways, that one is another story for another day. I want us to face this woman. I want you to, because I want to, every word that that's going to come out of her mouth, I want us to listen and see if it makes sense. Because this is like the way this man is promoting this lady now. Is like they are putting her on a high pedestrian. But for me, it's I don't put her on a high pedestrian. If you are not patriotic about the country, you are nothing but a criminal. Because if you are not representing the country anywhere you are, you go there and be abusing the country, abuse Nigeria, say all kinds of things, and then you come back and you want to force somebody to be the president of the country, which you have been abusing for many years. What are you people talking about? What are you talking about? Why? Why must it be only the Igbos doing that? There is something about it that must be addressed, and the federal government needs to address this once and for all. And I believe the best way to do it is regional government. Regional government is a government that will bring unity to the country. We are not going to be united by any other thing. We are going to be united by patriotism. That is the first venture of a country that will become successful. You have to be patriotic about who you are as a country, as one people. That is patriotism, because we are not the same culture. That is the truth. If you don't say it, forget it. You are deceiving yourself. We are not the same culture. We don't have the same language. We don't have the same religion. We have different beliefs. So the only thing that can unite us is patriotism. And with the regional government, patriotism will unite all of us, then promote competition among the regions. And then that is how we are going to move forward. That is how we are going to move forward. We are going to see a region that is going to contribute to the growth of the country. Patriotism is what we need, and we don't have it. And I have listened to the City Boy make reference to that we need a renewal of our mindset, the change of our mindset. And that is what I believe that the City Boy will need to introduce into Nigerian system or government or governance. And the only thing that can make that happen is regional government, so that anybody that wants to come out for presidency, it will be no longer attractive. It will only be patriotism. This information is very, very important. Patriotism is what we need. We have the skills, we have the resources. Everybody have the resources. So let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you the reason why patriotism, regional government will promote patriotism. You see the Igbos, they live in Lagos. All of them naturally gravitate towards anything that will bring the Igbos to limelight, like that will promote their culture. That is the way it is. Even the Akwa Ibom people, if they have opportunity, they will always do something to promote their own tribe. That is the way we are, naturally. So that is why the Igbos in Lagos, they feel that for them to benefit, they have to go back to the southeast whenever there is time for census. Did you see that? Whenever it's time for Christmas, they go back to where they come from. So you have a natural affinity to where you come from, to your tribe, to your religion, to where it is the truth. That is the way it is. Let us stop doing anything. It was the Igbos that brought it anyways. So for everything to work properly, let us have our regional government, because that alone will promote that patriotism. If you know that it is your region, it is your space, there will be no need for you to use the resources that is for your state to siphon the resources, or to steal the money, or to involve in all kinds of scandals. Are you getting me now? The people in your region will hold you accountable. Are you getting me now? This is something that we need as soon as possible. For me, if I have my way, I will tell the president-elect. Of course, we know we cannot tell him what to do, because he's knowledgeable, he's over 30 years, he understands the issues of the country. The first action is to make sure that we return the government to how we used to be, where things were working. Patriotism. That is what we need in that country, guys, because everybody gravitate towards their tribe, their religion, their culture effortlessly. Nobody push you. It's in the blood. You will just do something for your people, for your tribe. That is the way it is. Are you getting me now? If you begin to say move people around, there will be conflict of interest, and that is what is going on. The people in Lagos, the Igbos in Lagos, they don't want Lagos to develop. They don't care. All they want is to make their money, take their money, they will go and build their house. If they buy land in Lagos, they go back to their place, they will build land in their place. When it's time for Christmas, you see them, they say they go back to the east to celebrate their Christmas and come back. Why is it that they don't stay? Why is it that they don't stay in Lagos? Because that is how it is. This thing must be done as soon as possible for us to move that country forward, guys. Are you getting me now? So let us begin to deal into these conversations. Why do you think Chimamanda behaved like all these IPOP terrorists? You saw all of them writing letters to United Nations, writing letters to US, writing letters to UK, saying all kinds of things. Oh, UK, come and help us. United Nations, come and help us. Why they are the one running propaganda? Why do you think Chimamanda behaved the same way like the IPOP terrorist? Because it's in the blood. You cannot blame her. That is what I'm telling you. When we have a regional government, everybody will work for the benefit of their own space. That is how it's simple as that. Are you getting me now? What do you think what is the purpose of Chimamanda writing that letter? Is to try to legitimize Baba Tinubu's presidency. Is to try to blackmail Baba Tinubu's presidency. Is to try to malign or make people to feel that there's something wrong. That is the purpose. That is all. There is nothing else. And you can see there is no other tribe doing it. It is because they don't have patriotism. They don't have any interest in what is going on. They want to do whatever. They want to scatter everything so that they can have reasons to say, oh, look at why we say it's not working. Nigeria is not working. Let us dismantle it. Already we have the arrangement in the government. We already have the system. Southeast on its own, South on its own, Niger Delta on its own, the North and Northeast, Northwest and all of that on its own. That arrangement is already there. So if the people in the Southeast, they want to call their region Biafra, they are free to call it. It's only 5 states. Are you getting me now? It's only 5 states. But let us dig deep into this Chimamanda conversation. But the problem is that they put music in their video. It is because of what I'm trying to explain to you. They want to use it to shut down people's pages. But I'm going to say I'm going to do it. Pay attention to this.
Before her, becoming to some extent the conscience of her troubled nation, speaking out fearlessly against injustice.
Did you hear that? From the introduction, he says she's coming back to a troubled nation. Which troubled nation? The only region that is troubling the country is the Southeast. Go and check the records. The only region that is troubling the country is the Southeast. How can a troubled region of the country will be the one to salvage the country when they have not fixed their place? So I'm going to skip this stupid introduction. It's non-entity. Understand me? A bunch of criminals. I want to skip it and let us see if there's anything that will make sense in this conversation. By the way, the way this man is doing is irritating me, but I have no choice because I need to just listen to this conversation. I get me. So please let us listen to it.
Now, my top guest today is the rousingly talented, award-winning writer Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, who has etched her name in history as an international best-selling author, ranking with the best of them across Africa and the world.
So is that what they are using to promote Chimamanda? Is only Chimamanda the only best international writer? This is nonsense, criminals. Are you getting me? I'm asking you a question. Is Chimamanda the only best international writer? There are so many best international writers from Nigeria. So because I don't know the role that she's playing. If not that she's from Igbo. That's it. That is her mission. Is to illegitimize Baba Tinubu presidency. Igbo. Simple. That's the only idea. And you will see it in this conversation if we have chance, because it's like almost 30 minutes conversation. You will see why I'm saying what I'm saying here. She used her mouth to say it, but it's because nobody have been talking about it. Are you getting me? So today we are going to listen to it and analyze it from beginning to the end. This man is introducing her as if she has contributed. Did you hear the introduction that this man gave? Did you hear them say, oh, look at what she contributed to the country. Look at what she did. Look at what she did. Or maybe there is a foundation in her place that is stopping the killing of women or whatever. Or there is a library that she's opening to educate their people about the fake propaganda of the civil war, of the Biafra war. Are you seeing, did she write any story to correct the of the Biafra or the Igbo people running propaganda, telling us that Ojukwu was their hero when Ojukwu was the man that caused the problem in the country? I get it. So what is it? Did you listen to the introduction? There's nothing good about it. It has nothing to do with the country. It's only personal achievement of Chimamanda. So I don't understand. I don't understand what we are saying. They do not have the patriotism of the country. So please pay attention.
Her books, including Purple Hibiscus, Half of a Sun, and Americana, have become masterpieces and have been read by millions. Much of her writing speaks powerfully about life in Nigeria, about the complex historical and cultural experience of growing up here, about love, ethnic strife, and national identity.
By the way, what the man just introduced is a lie. Her book, one of her book, whether half of the Yellow Sun or whatever, is about the Igbos. It's as simple as that. One tiny part of the country. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to explain here. One tiny part of the country. You say her book have been widely read by millions. Millions of who? Me, I've not read her book. I only glanced through some of the titles because I just want to see the summary and I want to know what is going on. Honestly, and people have reviewed and say, oh, look at what. There's nothing. Our book, most of our books is about our culture and our tribe. If you doubt me, go and check. It's what we are saying. It's the same thing we are saying. You know, our book is about our tribe, Igbo tribe, just a tiny group of people out of 350 tribe in the country. So how does that represent Nigeria? I get a minute. So this is the misrepresentation of. We need to have a department in the government that debunk all these lies and criminalities of all these people. The thing must be put right. You cannot just do anything for example, in the UK, in the US, and say you represent Nigeria, her country. This is a lie. This book is a personal book of your choice of what you decide to write. I don't know if you understand me. These are the things that they are promoting. Does not make sense. People who are giving her award, are they from Nigeria? People giving her award, are they from Nigeria? Do they know anything about Nigeria? When they just read one false information in a book and they say they give award. What nonsense is that? This thing must be corrected. This is one of the major jobs of the federal government, must do to correct the criminalities and propaganda of these IPOP and Biafra criminals that have been running for years. Yes. Go and type anything on Google now. You will see that the propaganda of IPOP will just come up. This is what they have been doing for many years. I get it me now. I'm so much happy that people are beginning to react, and counter all these things. I saw the letter, so many counter letters to Chimamanda's letter. That is what we need. Because if we have been keeping quiet for a very long time, are you getting me now? And this has been happening for a very long time, please. Let us pay attention to her. Maybe she will start to speak now.
About a world beset by conflict. And now, in the wake of Nigeria's disputed 2023 presidential election, she's delivered what some have called a landmark article titled...
Have you seen it? This is Arise TV giving false information. This is Arise TV giving false information. I don't know if the NBC or saw this. Arise TV say of the overwhelming disputed election. Which overwhelming disputed election? Only the Igbos in the southeast. It's not even all. Few of the Igbos, of course. Let me put it that way. You know, of these Biafra criminals and lying party. Is that what Arise TV is talking about? Nearly 9 million people voted for the City Boy. The majority. So that is why we are saying that Arise News or Arise TV, they are not, I don't even know what they are doing. I don't know why the NBC have not sanctioned all these their conversations. I want to go back there so that you understand what he said there. It's very important that you understand what he said there. Very important, because this is what the NBC is supposed to do here. Arise TV are the ones promoting all these things. Listen.
Of growing up here, about love, hope, ethnic strife and national identity, and about a world beset by conflict. And now, in the wake of Nigeria's disputed 2023 presidential election...
He said, at the wake of Nigeria's disputed... Who are the people that have disputed Baba Tinubu's presidency? Igbos. What is the population of those in Nigeria? Igbos are just one tribe in the country. We have 350. So what is the criteria for Arise TV saying Nigeria's disputed? Because they are the one running propaganda everywhere. This is what NBC need to do about all these things. So I'm bringing the attention of the NBC to look at what Arise TV is doing, because they are the one helping all this propaganda of IPOP and all these criminals spreading all over the place. But let us listen to him.
Is delivered what some have called a landmark article titled Nigeria's Hollow Democracy. It's an open letter to the US President Joe Biden, published by the Atlantic Daily, and in it she raises questions about Bola Tinubu's election victory and wonders why America is congratulating the winner of what she refers to as Nigeria's disastrous ballot. So, as you might have guessed, in the wake of that powerful scratch, she's been vilified.
You hear that? That is the description of Arise TV to that stupid letter of Chimamanda. Are you getting me now? That's by the way. I need to. Are you
looking to work as a driving instructor?
I need to listen to this is advert on their page. I forward it because I need to move on to something that is important. Are you getting me? So let us listen to Chimamanda.
Thank you very much for joining us.
No, I should apologize. I should have left, knowing Lagos, of course, I should have left on time. So I should apologize.
Well, the most important thing is that you're here. So let's get straight into it, because you called...
Oh, she even go late. She even went to the interview late. See the people that say they want to represent the country. Anyway, that's by the way. Please, there's something I want you to listen to her.
The 2023 presidential election, a slap to the face of the Nigerian people, and insult.
Why this nonsense narrative? You see, that is why I'm saying that the federal government have to do this thing. Only the Igbos, a minority in Nigeria, we have over 350 something tribes. Only the Igbos running propaganda, and then this man here is also an Igbo man. This presenter on Arise TV is an Igbo man. He said it's a slap on Nigeria. What nonsense! Nearly 9 million voted for the City Boy, and less than 6 million voted for Obi and others. So what are they talking about? Do you see what we are talking about? So, oh my God, I just want you to pay attention, because
to the collective intelligence of Nigerians. Tell us why
they keep saying Nigerians, of the Igbos. Why don't you say of the Igbos? Because it is not Nigeria. Nigeria is not disputing the election of the City Boy. We are celebrating it. It's nearly 9 million of us. We supported the City Boy Presidency. Do you understand it? So because of this comment of this man, Igbo man on Arise TV, I want to go to repeat, because everything we do here is for a reason, guys. I remember when I started, I played the audio of the Northerners. If you are new to Nigeria, if you don't know what Nigeria is, the Northerners, people in the north, speaking for the presidency, for the election, I want you to listen to what they are saying if they are disputing the result. So that now this will make you to understand that these guys are criminals and they are using all their platforms to be running this propaganda. But this time around, it will not work. Are you getting me now? They say disputed Nigeria. It has nothing to do with Nigeria. These are the Igbos, only a tiny group in the southeast, causing confusion all over the country. How does that have to do with Nigeria? Please listen to Nigerians now talking. Listen. Okay, I need to make it bold.
We condemn in loud, clear, and unambiguous tone the resort to illegal and unconstitutional ways being pursued by Mr. Peter Obi and Mr. Baba Ahmed of the Labour Party, which are capable of truncating our democracy. Unhealthy ethno-religious comments amount to incitement that can lead to public disorder.
If a group of military officers now gather together and start planning a coup against this country, they will be smartly rounded up, detained, investigated, tried, and if found guilty, they will be sentenced to death. Why should the case of a civilian trying to truncate our democracy be different? We do not know anything called international government. It has no basis, and nobody has the statutory right to even appoint any international government for this country.
Warning has been sounded. Nobody will.
We condemn in loud.
Okay, so those are the Nigerians. So I want these people to explain to us who are the Nigerians that they are saying is disputing the election, if not only the Igbos. Are you getting me now? Okay, it's only the Igbos that are using their platforms, Arise TV and others, to be run their propaganda every other place. Are you getting me now? Are you seeing it? So it is only the Igbos running propaganda, and then they say Nigeria disputed. That is nonsense, criminal. That is criminality, guys. Are you getting me now? It's basically criminality, and we will not allow it to stand. Are you getting me? We will not allow that nonsense to stand anymore. If we have been keeping quiet before, we are not going to keep quiet anymore. I want you to listen to Nigerians talk about the election in Nigeria. Please listen.
We're here to stand, maintain, and sustain its mandate. We'll be here until May 29, and we will not allow anybody to truncate, take away from the people the mandate we have freely given to Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu as the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There is no provision for entering national government. What we have is an election cycle for every 4 years. And the person who polled the highest number of votes in 2/3 of the states of the Federation will become the president of Nigeria. And Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu has fulfilled this constitutional requirement and has been declared duly elected by the Independent National Electoral Commission.
Here, we are solidly behind Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima. As my leader have said, anybody who is talking of anything other than swearing in our principle come May 29th, inshallah, who is wasting his or her time. Let them forget about it. We want peace. We are people of peace. But if they are trying to play with our intelligence, we are ready for them. there's no any other election that can be compared with this election, apart from that of 1993 election that brought Chief MQ Abiola. And history is repeating itself again. We are bothered on what happened last, and we see the same body languages flying around. So we decide that we'll not take this for granted. And that's why we're here, to solidarize with Nigerians and at the same time to affirm our commitment to democracy in this country.
So I'm asking Arise TV, who are the Nigerians that they are talking about, if not only the Igbos? Are you getting me now? So that is the reason why I'm playing that. It is only the Igbos that are parading themselves, saying that all kinds of things, blackmailing the government and all of that. Because the Nigerians that we know, all of them are coming out to celebrate with the City Boy, and their comments are everywhere. And I decided to play that one so that you will see some of the comments. Are you getting me now? Of Nigerians, of people that we can call them Nigerians. It's not people that want to spoil the country. Are you getting me now? It's not people that want to spoil the country. In fact, there are so many people that have come out to speak about the election, and they can even swear to it and say this is one of the best elections since 1999 or 1993. After the Abiola's election, of course, June 12 election, that was annulled, that this is the best election that has ever happened in the country. So we don't know the people that they are talking. We are asking them, who are the Nigerians now? Because this is, I need to establish this as we move forward in this conversation, so that from the beginning, so that you will see that these guys are criminals. They are liars. They have been running all kinds of propaganda every day, because nobody is talking about it. It's only the Igbos. 99.9% running petition, blackmailing are only the Igbos trying to illegitimize Baba Tinubu's presidency. That's the mission. And that is what they are doing. I want you to listen to Nigerians talking about the election. Please pay attention.
Between you and your God, knowing you will meet him one day, did Tinubu win the election? Let's start with the question.
Listen, guys.
I swear to Almighty God, Tinubu won the election. I swear to Almighty God. And when I say I swear to Almighty God, I'm sure of what I'm saying.
Are you listening? These are Nigerians speaking. Are you listening?
Let me see one or two questions.
Yes, I'd made predictions. And I think I was on the 26th state. And from those predictions, it was clear who was going to win. Look, if Tinubu rigged the election in northern Nigeria, where the bulk of the votes are, do you think they will be silent the way they are silent?
Absolutely.
How come these protests are limited to only a part of southern Nigeria? Just a very small part.
Have you seen what I'm saying? He's saying that how come only all this propaganda and lies is only from a limited part of the country, southern Nigeria. Only a limited, that is the southeast, that is the Igbos. They are the one running propaganda everywhere, trying to blackmail the government. They did that in Buhari's government. They think that they can do the same in Baba Tinubu's government. That is the reality. Are you getting me now? So this is another person confirming it. He said, how come it's only this little tiny part of the southeast that are causing the confusion? Pay attention to this again.
I had made predictions, and I think I was on the 26th state. And from those predictions, it was clear who was going to win. Look, if Tinubu rigged the election in northern Nigeria, where the bulk of the votes are, do you think they will be silent the way they are silent?
Absolutely.
How come these protests are limited to only a part of southern Nigeria? Just a very small part of southern Nigeria. How could anybody want me to believe that Peter Obi won the election? Bring a Bible, bring anything to me. I will swear to God that Tinubu won the election. Because I'm sure. I'm sure. This is the thing. I don't know how people came to the conclusion that Obi must have won the election when he didn't win a single state dominated by Muslims. In Yoruba land, the state that has the highest percentage of Muslims is Osun State. And that state was won by the PDP. In northern Nigeria, the northwest states, that's where you have the highest population of Muslims. Obi never won any state there. The highest performance I recorded in the northwest was in Kaduna State. That's in Kaduna State, and he didn't score up to 25% there. But that was his best performance in the northwest. Right. In other places, yes. So that is the thing. I think he scored 21% or so in Kaduna State. That's the highest in the northwest. You can't win an election in Nigeria if you do not do well in the northwest. That is a fact. Absolutely. And he didn't do well in the northwest. No one should deceive himself that Peter Obi won the election. He didn't win. Bring anything, I will swear with it. I will swear with it that one, Peter Obi didn't win the election, and two, Tinubu won the election. Right. I can also tell you that if Peter Obi had not been in the race, Atiku would have defeated Tinubu easily. That's another fact for me. You hear me, I say the truth all the time. This is the way God created me.
So you see,
Obi and
these are the evidence. People that know what happened during the election, and they are telling you the way it is. Are you getting me now? If you check the comment section, the only thing you see from the disobedient children, the Igbos, the Biafra criminals, are abuses. They think that they can continue using the abuses to win conversations. It's not going to work. There is nobody that have not complained of the abuses of the Igbos or the IPOP. They are the only one accusing people on social media. Are you getting me now? Because they have failed. They have nothing to offer. They are not promoting the country. They are not patriotic about the country. Are you getting me now? So
the South and the Southeast, it will have been an easy win for Atiku over Tinubu. But in this election, Tinubu won. Despite losing, the question is, if you wanted to rig, won't you start with your own state? They always say that you rig where you are popular. Why did he lose Lagos? Why did they lose Kaduna, lost Kano, lost Katsina? All the biggest states, Tinubu lost.
Are you seeing it?
For me, people, because I always say, oh, I will meet my God. I am ready to meet my God, stand before him.
Anyway, I played that because I'm just countering all the comments from the beginning of this interview of Chimamanda on Ada TV. Everything is rubbish. Everything is propaganda run by Igbo man, interview by Igbo man, and the guest is Igbo. So that is their mission. There is not, you are not going to expect anything good from them. They have never said anything good about the country. So I just want you to know, from the introduction, you will see how biased and how unpatriotic they are, yet they are doing their business in Nigeria. They are running a station in Nigeria, and the NBC have not even shut down their platform because they don't even follow the media ethics or code of conduct. I get it me now. So let us listen to them.
Intelligence of Nigerians. Tell us why you see it that way.
Well, I see that when I wrote that letter, because I think it's important to preserve the truth. Right? I think that when something like this happens in a country, it's really important to tell the story of what happened. One of my favorite poems is this line. It's by Robert Lowell, and it says, "And yet."
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? She said, when something happened, you want to tell stories. That's Chimamanda. When something happened, you want to tell stories to preserve the truth. What truth? You will listen to her. Now she went forward to say, oh, one of our favorite poems is this. You think that blackmailing the government is poem? Chimamanda. You think that blackmailing the government is writing poems and literature, book, full of lies and propaganda? Chimamanda, you don't know what you are doing. We are talking about the blackmail that you are blackmailing the government, and you are saying this is your favorite book. This reminds you of your favorite book, poem. Do you see what we are saying? She is just there to promote her own achievement. It's as simple as that. But she's making a very big mistake. Do you understand that? She is making a very big mistake. Pay attention,
Will
guys.
turn around and criticize Congo for not being democratic. And so my point was to say, be what you say you are. Right? You cannot criticize African countries for being undemocratic, while at the same time endorsing something that is quite self-evidently undemocratic.
Well, that's a good point. But just delving deeper into your letter, you were quite categorical in saying that the electoral process was imperiled not by technical shortcomings, but by deliberate manipulation. Is there enough evidence in your assessment to support that claim?
Yes, and I think the most glaring is that we Nigerians all saw these mutilated election sheets, right? We all saw them. We saw polling unit agents talking about how what they had from the polling unit was not what was then announced formally, officially, or uploaded formally.
That is a lie. Chimamanda just lied. It's a shame that news media did not rebuke her for lying. There is no single evidence of any result being mutilated or changed. There is no single evidence anywhere. But Chimamanda on a Rise TV lied. And this Igbo presenter or whatever they call it, did not caution Chimamanda and said that what you said is a lie. There is no video of any of the result mutilated. The only result that is the one that came from IPOP criminals. They were the one writing result even before the election was already, when the election was still going on. They were the one writing results. So one will be thinking that Chimamanda, who claimed to be writing stories, because we know that all these stories are fake stories. You cannot verify them. He's telling stories. Is it fictional stories or realities? So that is why we are telling Chimamanda that the letter of undermining the government, it has nothing to do with stories. Don't bring nonsense sense here. Don't try to undermine the government and you're saying you are writing story. Are you getting me now? So Chimamanda lied on a national television that everybody saw how results were later and all of that. That is a complete lie. Complete lie. And just like somebody said, Buhari lost 3 times contesting in the election of Nigeria. They did not cause national crisis. Atiku 7 times. They did not cause national crisis. All of them took their cases to court, or the case to court. They did not cause national crisis. It was only Igbo man that came out. So when Buhari contested and went to court, why didn't Chimamanda came out and write a letter since you want to preserve the truth? Did Buhari win election or not? So why did Chimamanda write a letter about Buhari's election with even Jonathan and other people? Why didn't Chimamanda write a book or write a letter during that time? Why must it be only when your brother, your kinsman, or whatever, your brother from the same tribe, lost election, you now say election was manipulated? Do you understand what we are trying to say? This is something that everybody must understand. Did you get it now? Their mission is to undermine the government. The US congratulated Jonathan and Buhari when they won election, and other people. When Atiku lost to Buhari, the US congratulated the winner of the election. Why didn't Chimamanda write that letter that time? Are you getting what I'm saying? Why must Chimamanda write a letter when Igbo man lost election? For the first time that I decided to come to contest. So that you begin to understand what this is all about. Is they try to illegitimize Baba Tinubu's presidency, but you know they have failed. I'm just doing this to bring out the point that we are saying. We know that Baba Tinubu have already defeated all of them, man. This is a city boy. There's nobody that can stop him. He's unstoppable. The indefatigable lion of Bodilon. That's it. They already know it. They know who he is. The last man standing, still standing with 10 lives, guys. That's who he is. Jagaban, the city boy. We have already defeated them all. What we are doing is to clarify the point of what we have been saying for a very long time. Do you get it now? Chimamanda don't even build any school in the East. There's no project of Chimamanda at all in the East. Maybe she will start doing it now that I've said it, so that tomorrow they will begin to publish it and say, oh, look at what Chimamanda has done. Bunch of criminals. I want you to pay attention to her. Understand me? Pay attention to her.
Officially. And I think for me, that's a really striking reason and an example of how this election was not about technical glitches. And can we also realize that Nigeria is full of very bright young people in tech? There's no reason for that excuse of technical glitch. And the other question then is, if it was a technical glitch, why was it possible for most people to upload the results of the other federal elections, but not the presidential? And I think most...
Did you see the argument? This is argument of a market woman. Chimamanda presented argument of a market woman. What is any intelligence in what she's saying? Complete nonsense. If we want to talk about election manipulation, it happened majorly in the Southeast. This is the moment that I'm supposed to display my result figures, but I'm using a different system, as you can see. So I'm not going to be able to display. I could have displayed it. Chimamanda is from Anambra, the Southeast. If we want to talk about the manipulation of results, it all happened in the Southeast. We witnessed when their IPOB terrorist organization were running propaganda, telling everybody there will be no election. Yet, when the result came out, Obi scored 97, 95, 96, 90, 100. Only Obi scored that mark, or that vote in the Southeast. Why other parties score less than 1%? 2%. So if there is anybody that has sense, that is why I'm telling you that these people do not have sense. Where is the sense of Igbos? I'm asking. Because they claim that have sense. Where is the sense of the Igbos? In the Southeast. Because Chimamanda, according to the Igbos, represent the elite. And look at the point that she's presenting, like a market woman. Chimamanda presented a point like a market woman. That, oh, the technical glitch. What does technical glitch have to do with result? Don't you know that when accreditation and the result is counted on the polling unit, we already have the result. Whether there is any other problem, the result will be transmitted later. Does not affect any result. That is not what we're talking about. If you are talking about manipulation of results, it only happened in the Southeast. We can confirm it. In fact, today, the case in the court, why they are asking questions. How did Obi got all this mark, all this vote in the Southeast when there was sit at home, when there was a threat of life and properties in the Southeast? How come it's only from the history of election in Nigeria, it was only the Southeast that scored 97%? When it has never happened before. If we want, Chimamanda is not sincere to herself. And that is why she came to disgrace herself on the national television. And because those Arise TV are not intelligent people, they allow her to go. But we are here to clarify everything so that everybody understands that these guys are a bunch of criminals. All of them. Are you getting me now? They are trying to undermine and illegitimize Baba Tinubu presidency, which has failed big time. Today, in the history of Nigeria election, ever election conducted in Nigeria, it was only in the Southeast that they manipulated. The worst manipulation happened to the point that Obi scored up to 97%. There is no other place. Only the Labour Party, lying party, the score that they made. And today, people are asking, how come with all the bullying, with all the sit-at-home, with all the crisis, with all the fears and tension, all of you came out to vote only Obi? Is that true? I want you to pay attention to this because I'm giving you evidence of what I'm saying.
Of Nigeria, you are not the only medium that is in Nigeria. There are over 100 media houses in Nigeria. So how can you now arrogate to yourself as the spokesperson of the entire Nigerian media? They won't confer that status on you. Nobody. You are for your selfish move.
Against that background, Mr. Lake.
I have to make this point. It is important. Now, when you ask the question, you let me like town hall meeting anchors. the anchors of the this state town hall and Arise town hall meetings, Ruben Abati is a member of the PDP. And people got to selective amnesia. How can, in good conscience, how do you expect Ashiwaju of the APC candidate, to present himself for the guillotine, the PDP guillotine machine, anchored by a PDP member, Ruben Abati, to be interviewing Ashiwaju?
On Arise TV.
Who does that?
Now, the reason why I'm doing it so that you understand how the Arise TV is. When they have seen some Chimamanda said things that are not correct, they never corrected her. That is why I'm playing this video so that you will understand that Arise TV has been known as a TV working for the lying party, or for, did I say disobedient or whatever. Their mission is to discredit the government. That is what they are there to do. They have not cautioned anybody who made mistake or say something that is not correct. They don't caution it. And that is why, this video was made because of them. To tell them, how can you, he who goes to Equity must come there with clean hands. The Arise TV themselves, the history is not good about them. But they are there making noise every day, talking about, look at the presenter, the Igbo presenter, saying that undermine the intelligence of Nigeria, of Nigerians. Who are the Nigerians? The Igbos. I don't know when the Igbos became Nigerians because they never accepted it. Are you getting me now? This is what we are talking about. Do you get the point now? Listen,
of Nigeria. You are not the only candidate to the late Buruji Kashamu in Ogun State, PDP. And meanwhile, you are dragging Ashiwaju, and you are trying to link him unsuccessfully, though, to a drug charge in Chicago, when Ruben Abati, your own anchor, was a deputy governorship candidate for a non-indicted and wanted, officially declared wanted drug person. Buruji Kashamu, Abati was his gubernatorial candidate. The deputy gubernatorial candidate. And it's your own anchor person. Where is the morality here? Where is the shame? How can Abati himself face Nigerians and be pontificating, puffing and puffing, moralizing, when he himself was involved in the $2.1 billion Dasuki Gate, the money meant for the arms purchase for our armed forces against Boko Haram? He was one of the partakers of that bazaar, and he was in the EFCC Gulai. These are facts.
So you see, now I'm playing this video so that for you to know that Arise TV have no standing or right standing, moral standing to make any case of any of his capacity, of any capacity. Are you getting me now? Because they are biased. they are not professionals. They are biased and they don't know what they are saying. Their presentation is out of hatred and wickedness. Are you getting me now? Now, the result itself that Chimamanda was talking about have been disputed or questioned. How come the Southeast got how many? The highest 97 point whatever and all of that in the Southeast. When there was sit at home, when there was all kinds of things in the Southeast, and people are asking, let them come and prove. And I think they get ready in the court. Are you getting me now? That is what we are talking about. Listen to the challenge given to the lying party to prove how they were able to win in the Southeast. Chimamanda is making noise. Oh, blah, 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 blah. They are the one that caused the worst crime in the country. Listen, no?
People were not able to come out to vote. Where did they record 500,000 votes? Yes. 480,000 votes. When people had been driven by fear from coming out to vote. Figures were simply written for the Labour Party in the East, in the entire nation. There is nowhere, no region of this country that any party, whether it is a stronghold or not, recorded 97% of the votes, except in the Southeast for Labour. 96, 95, 94, 97. That's an improbability in electioneering.
So, what does Chimamanda have to say about that? Oh, does it mean that Chimamanda don't know that too? You see what we are saying? So everything that come out of Chimamanda's mouth here is complete lies. Yet, the Arise TV could not put him in the right direction. I want you to pay attention.
Elections, but not the presidential. And I think most of all is that there's just been this resounding unfortunate from INEC and from the chair of INEC. I think Nigeria...
There is no silence from INEC. INEC have come to clarify that the City Boy defeated Obi and others, and that the City Boy won the election. Are you getting me now? And will be sworn into office on May 29. That is it. There is no silence of INEC anything. There is no silence of INEC anyway, because INEC is not like the Igbos making noise everywhere, running propaganda, creating terrorist organization, and be abusing people. No, we don't believe in that. Are you getting me now? So INEC have already issued several statements to say that the election was one of the best election, free and fair election, and the City Boy, His Excellency, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, defeated everybody, including Obi, who took third position. By the way, Obi took third position. So I don't know why Chimamanda is ascribing himself to failures. Are you getting me now? Chimamanda is trying to promote failure. Promoting failure on a national television is disgusting. And that is what Chimamanda is doing. Are you getting me now? This is Igbo presenter. They are all the same. You don't expect him to correct her. Did you expect the Igbo presenter to correct Chimamanda when the presenter could have asked Chimamanda, what about the irregularities that happened in the Southeast? For them scoring 97, that is political blunder. Did Chimamanda comment on that? No, because there's nobody correcting and formatting her brain. All they want to do is to keep pushing the propaganda. These are propaganda pushers. They don't have any intention. Ask anything. Ask Chimamanda one question now. She's saying that, oh, you forget that Nigerians have technical people. Do you see it? He said Nigerians, they have technical people. Let us listen to her, please.
The respect of an institution that's supposed to shepherd their democracy. So nobody's come out to explain to Nigerians how that happened. You know, there's a statement about technical glitches. It's unconvincing. And knowing how much hope and trust that Nigerians invested in this election, knowing that Nigeria is a low-trust society, means, I think, that if people really are sincere and there's really nothing to hide, then you make an extra effort to go out and explain to Nigerians what happened.
Yes, that makes a lot of sense to a lot of people. But
you see that? This is Igbo journalist or presenter, because this is not journalist. These are a bunch of people that they don't have anything else to do. They just put them there to be making noise, running propaganda. He said that actually makes sense. The voice of this man said, the voice of the man, make the man speak normal now. Why is he forming British when he's not? Are you getting me now? So you see, that is what we are saying. Did you see the comment of the man? Did you see the comment? The man said that actually makes sense. What makes sense in what Chimamanda said? What makes sense? What makes sense? Technology, people use technology. It has nothing to do with the election results. All your polling unit agent, they have the results. It's as simple as that. They are just running propaganda, trying to say all kinds of rubbish. Chimamanda is saying, why did INEC did not come to explain? INEC have given out notice, letters, videos, explanation many times. They don't want to listen. Because what is in their mind is what they want to do. They are just looking for one thing to use and be talking. I can pull out all the statements written by INEC, videos explaining what the Electoral Act means, explaining what they mean by electronic transfer or transmission of the result. They don't want to hear, because their own brother did not win election. So now election has become fraudulent because Obi did not win election. A man that have nothing to write about. I want you to listen. Listen to her.
In reacting to your letter and some of the things that you said in it, the APC have suggested that you were not in Nigeria during the election and you did not vote and therefore should not make categorical statements about an election you did not witness. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I don't think it's very useful criticism. I should say first of all that I've never been fazed.
Did you see what she said? She said, "You don't think it's a useful criticism." Did you see what she said? You don't think it's every letter that she wrote is rubbish, nonsensical bullshit, promoted by the Igbos in the Southeast. Simple. That's all it's about.
Criticism. I mean, I wrote this, of course, knowing fully well that there would be criticism from certain quarters. And I've seen a few things people have sent to me, and it's kind of been amusing to read the juvenile fulminations of non-juvenile people. But that said, I actually did try very...
Did you hear the insult that she's insulting us? She's also insulting us. She's insulting us. Juvenile. Because why did you think she's insulting? Because she live in Lagos. Because I don't know what she's proud of. You live in Lagos or because you live in America or what? What are you talking about? I want you to see the intelligence of an Igbo man. That is what I want. That is what I'm doing. Bring Igbo man for them to debate. You will see the intelligence. I'm interested in that conversation. Are you getting me now? Listen to her. Does not make sense. Listen.
And I should say, I have two homes. I have a home in the US. I'm very often here. I tried very hard to get my...
Did you hear what she said? She was proud. That's what I'm saying. I said, bring Igbo people to come and speak. We will catch them. She said that she have two homes. She have home in Lagos here and in US. She did not say she have home in Anambra. The Anambra that Chimamanda is pushing that Obi should come and be the governor or the president of Nigeria. But that same Obi was the governor in Anambra, did nothing, and no one want to go back to Anambra. She have home in Lagos. Look at the way she is here smiling. Can she go like that in Anambra and go and talk? I want to go back there so that you hear what she said. She said she have two homes. I was expecting her to tell us that her home is in the east. She didn't tell us her home is in the east. She said our home is in Lagos. The same Lagos that they want to destroy. Guys, are you listening to what I'm saying? That is why I say that the federal government have to do something immediately. We cannot allow it to happen. There is no need for Arise TV. We don't understand what they are doing.
Things people have sent to me, and it's kind of been amusing to read the juvenile fulminations of non-juvenile people. But that said, I actually did try very hard, and I should say I have two homes. I have a home here in Lagos. I have a home in the US. I'm very often here. I tried very hard to get my PVC.
Did you hear her? I should say that I have two homes. I have home in Lagos. I have home in the US. She was proud. She was thinking that she's making a point. She don't know that she just deceived. She just exposed the hypocrisy of these people. You have home in Lagos. You don't have home in Anambra. You see that? Please let us pay attention. Chimamanda have home in Lagos. She do not have home in Anambra. What a shame.
Listen, I tried very hard. It's because I had been assured that technology would save us. Right? That it had walked in, or Shun walked in and I think in Anambra, that it would save us. And so I really tried. And we should also talk about how difficult it was to collect PVCs and how that in itself is a form of voter disenfranchisement. And so I had done the first part, but then I couldn't collect my PVC. And so, yes, did not vote. But my not voting does not mean that I cannot comment on an election. I'm a Nigerian. Every Nigerian citizen has a right to have an opinion about this election. And so when people say that Beavers walked, but IREV didn't walk, which is sort of a way of countering the accusation that the technology was manipulated, really the response is both have to work for the election to be credible. Right? So Beavers was about making sure that we didn't have ghost voters, that people who were actually there voted. But that it defeats the purpose if you then do not upload the results, because those results that you have sort of accredited, that you've made sure that real people voted, but then those real results, we can't see them in real time. We cannot see them as Professor Yakubu Mahmoud said. He said,
did you listen to her? Every result you have polling agent in all your results. They have the result is there. You take pictures. Did you listen? So if somebody would think that Chimamanda, who lives in abroad, you understand me? Who lives abroad should think differently. How for the fact that the result was not uploaded or the picture of that result was not uploaded has made the election to be whatever, not credible or uncredible or whatever. No, I want to understand how Chimamanda is thinking. Chimamanda, explain to us that because the pictures of the now means that the election was not credible. I'm asking because I don't know what you are thinking about. All the polling units, of course, the polling agents in all the polling, they have the polling agent in all the polling units. They have the results, the pictures of it. Everybody had their phones. So what are you talking about? Obi live in Lagos. Chimamanda live in Lagos. All the people criticizing all of them live in Lagos. They deserted the whole of the Southeast to Lagos. They also have leaders in the Southeast too, who are total, complete failures. They are not holding them responsible. I think maybe we need to begin to appreciate the Yorubas or Lagos, how Lagos have helped the Southeast to even get to the level that they are today. That is what we should be talking about. The Igbos should be, be very grateful to the Yorubas for accommodating them in Lagos during all these years that the Southeast is nothing to write them about. That is what I'm expecting from the Igbos. That is what I'm expecting them to do. Because it is the Lagos that have actually made the Igbo land. If there is anywhere at all in Igbo land that makes sense, it is the wealth from Lagos that they transport to the Southeast. Because I don't know what Chimamanda is talking about here. Do you understand now? It does not make sense, guys. If it makes sense to you, it does not make sense to me. That is why we are doing it. It can only make sense to the Igbos.
And I'm going to quote, because I've read this so many times, that the public will be able to view the polling unit results as soon as elections are finalized on election day. Right? So I think that's a really important thing to talk about and to address with the Nigerian people. The Electoral Act says that INEC, gave INEC the legal backing to have electronic transmission of results. It did say in a format that INEC would decide. And we know that format because the chair of INEC told us what the format would be when he said that these results would be uploaded at the end of voting from the polling units. And that was not done. And it seems to me strange to sort of deflect from that important issue and talk about how someone, is not in Nigeria and how... those are not the points. The point is what happened? What happened?
Well, absolutely. And
You see that? She's saying, what happened? What happened? If not Chimamanda, I would have did Chimamanda that came out of third class from the university? Did Chimamanda came out from third class from the university? Because when they say election result will be uploaded, it's human being that will upload it. It's human being that will upload the result. So if something happened that human being could not upload all the results, so if she, there's something that I listened to her comment here. She said that, if the other federal election was okay for them to be uploaded, right? She said, I want you to listen to the ideology and thinking of Chimamanda so that you know that something is actually wrong. She said that, okay, why is it that they could not upload the result of the federal, but they were able to upload, the presidential, but they were able to upload the election of the House of Assembly and others, yes. Okay. How come? And then I asked the question. The simple question we are asking them is that, okay, so the result that was uploaded, the other result that was uploaded, is there any problem? None. It is exactly the result that the House of Assembly House of Representative and all of that, the Federal House of Representative, the result that was uploaded is actually what gave birth to the presidency as well. So what are they talking about? So if the result that was uploaded, is there any fault in those ones? They said none. So what are you talking about? You don't have any point. We have seen the House of Reps and everybody, even Obi also congratulated them. So what are you saying? These people don't have anything to say, but they are just looking for every little thing to complain, to use it to blackmail the government, run their propaganda. It's as simple as that. There is nothing there. She said, what happened? That the election was not result. Many times, the INEC have written out, we can pull it out everywhere. If you want to pull it out, it's so easy. Chimamanda, if you don't know how to get it, just Google it. Why was election result it was not that totally, it was election were uploaded. It was not all that was uploaded. It was during the process of uploading, so many things happened. The hackers were ready. We have evidence of the hack of the people trying to hack the server and everything, manipulate the result. We have everything. And INEC applied caution in uploading results, and they have given us complete statement of what happened. So Chimamanda, if you have not seen the report, all you need to do is simply type Nigeria 25th February election result uploaded or not uploaded. It will be there. You will see every comment by INEC and the videos and explanation. So I don't know why Chimamanda is, that's why I'm saying that the blood of an Igbo man is in every Igbo man. It doesn't matter where they go to, guys. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. It is there. Whether you go to live in the US or anywhere, it's the same. Of course, we live in US. We live in many places. There's nothing that changed in all these places. Nothing changed. The same brain you bring from Nigeria or any other place is the same brain you're going to keep. Nobody come to your house and teach you and put brain inside your head. It's like that. So if you carry stupid brain, it doesn't matter where you stay, you will still have the stupid brain. That is what Chimamanda just displayed here. Are you getting me now? That is what Chimamanda just displayed. So because election result was not transmitted, so election is not credible or what? Are you saying, if your letter was to say, okay, fine, we need improvement in election system, that could have been different. But you blackmailing the government and saying all kinds of things, that is what we cannot allow that to happen. Whether you are Chimamanda or whether you get the award, so award that have not added anything to the country, that have not brought any good recognition to the country, I don't know what you are talking about. Whether you are the bestseller of a book, you did not share the money to us, you did not share the money to Nigeria, you don't pay tax in Nigeria, what is your contribution to the country? So that is why we're asking you, man.
Suppose that is also the crux, to some extent, of the legal challenge in court. But in their sort of rather caustic response to Mr. Biden, you mentioned there. The Tinubu team have suggested that you may face a lawsuit over an allegation contained in your letter that Mr. Tinubu may have compromised the chairman of INEC, Mahmoud Yakubu, although you also point out that there is no evidence of the astronomical US dollar amount he is rumored to have received from the president-elect. Are you worried about the possibility of a lawsuit?
No, and I'm not worried at all. Again, I think that these are things that try to deflect from what is really important and what is at stake. it would be very useful if people could point out what is untrue in the letter. So I think it's important, we talk about, we all know these stories of people who complained about how we voted at the polling unit is not what we're seeing reflected in the results. All of those stories, which, yes, they're anecdotes, but I think they give us useful insight into
Did you hear what she said? She said it would be good that people point out what she wrote in the letter that is good or wrong or bad, whatever, that is correct. I am pointing it out to you. Somebody should share this video to Chimamanda. Everything you wrote in the letter is complete bunkum, is nonsense. That is what I'm telling her. You are relying on people's story to write a letter and to blackmail a whole country, over 2 million people. Do you know what that means? So there must be a lawsuit for anything, if there is any need for that. Because these people have continued to do this for a very long time. Oh, Chimamanda is telling us that she's relying on the stories of their fake brothers running propagandas. Is that the story that she used to write the letter? Did you listen to what she said? Chimamanda relied on the stories of their brothers running propaganda of IPOP, Biafra, Lying Party, or all these comedians. Maybe that is the story that she used. Did you listen to her? That is why I said, I don't know the people that are reading her book. I don't know the people that are reading her book because it does not make sense. She is, from what she's saying here, you understand me? From what she's saying here, she's saying that she used the stories that everybody flying around. And we know the story that are flying, the propaganda of IPOP and Biafra terrorist group and Lying Party to write her story. Is that what she's saying? That is what she's saying. How did she verify the stories? How did she confirm the stories? Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is a big problem. We cannot allow all this criminality to continue. Are you getting me now? Hey! Oh, storytellers. Maybe that is the way she has been writing all her books. Storytellers. Using social media stories to write a letter to blackmail the government. Chimamanda opened her mouth to say that she used the stories on social media, propaganda stories of IPOP Biafra, to write a letter that she used to undermine the democracy of the country. Is that something that if all these things don't have consequences, these people will continue to do these things? That is what we must stop. This is what is the most important in every administration or government, to counter these criminalities, and there must be consequences and punishment for running or trying to undermine the democracy of the country using fake stories. Chimamanda used fake stories to write the letter to undermine the democracy of the country and to run a propaganda against the country, against Nigeria, against Baba Tinubu presidency and victory. You see that? And do you know what? The Igbo presenter did not question her. I was expecting the Igbo presenter to say, so does it mean that you use the stories, the videos, or the propagandas of IPOP to write your letter? Because that could have been my question. It's very easy. So Chimamanda, is obvious that Chimamanda is also getting advice from a madman. It's possible that Chimamanda is also getting advice from a madman. Because if I was a presenter, I could have asked Chimamanda, so are you telling me that you use the stories on social media, the propaganda stories of Chimamanda on social media to write your letter, Chimamanda? That could have been the question. Somebody say, I want to sleep. Go and sleep, please. We are not playing anything here. Go and sleep, Joe. Listen to this. We want to finish up this conversation today.
Election. In a way, it becomes a kind of, all of those anecdotes together become a kind of tidal wave of truth-telling. And I think that the rumors surrounding this election are part of the story of this election. If you leave a gap in information, people will try to fill that gap. It's how human minds work. And again, like I said, our country is such a low trust society. And we're so desperate to believe in something. And then we believe in this election. It doesn't work out well. And nobody gives us a convincing reason. So of course, people are going to rumor about, people being compromised. Also, our political landscape is steeped in people being compromised. So I'm not worried about that. I think that any fair-minded person in this country who's honest will acknowledge that these rumors are circulating. I said very clearly there's no evidence for them, but I do think it's important to say in the story of this election that many people are starting to think that what explains what happened is this compromising.
You see, if you notice that Chimamanda in this response, she didn't make any sense. She was confused. She was confused. I don't want to repeat it because her response was boring. She was confused in that. If you notice that she was confused, because when they ask her, do you know if the federal government can take for this, for what you just wrote? She's not the one telling us that, oh, sincerity, this and that, no evidence. Do you have evidence? You say you took stories on social media, stories of whatever, propaganda of your brothers to write your letter. So that is something that, is very, very clear that she don't know what is doing. We are not saying that elections in Nigeria is perfect. No, we are working towards perfection. But for you to write a letter, you are writing a letter to Biden. What nonsense. Biden that they are struggling in the US to solve their own problems. Are you not aware of what happened in the US during the election? We know what happened in the US election. And you are writing a letter to be undermining the democracy of Nigeria or exposing your stupidity to the world in the name of writing letter. I don't understand that. Do you understand it? If you are speaking on the need for the election system in Nigeria to improve, that could have been better. But the comments you make is completely out of point. Completely out of point. Whether election the result was not transferred or whatever, will not make Obi to win election. So we don't understand what you are saying in reality. Are you telling us that if the pictures of the result was uploaded, that will make Obi to win? What are you talking about? Everybody's asking you, Chimamanda, why is it that you never write a letter? Is it the only injustice or something that is bad that you see in Nigeria? IPOP have been running terrorism and criminality for the past 10 years. Chimamanda did not write one letter to condemn it. That is the thing that people are saying. How come you never wrote a letter to condemn the activities of IPOP criminals? Or if the most shocking part of it is that Chimamanda did not write a letter to condemn Emefiele, his own brother, her own brother, for using the CBN to punish Nigerians when there was no money. Did you hear Chimamanda write any letter about that? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe she wrote a letter, I'm not aware. Did Chimamanda write a letter to Emefiele or write a letter to anywhere? Do you know how many people died because of the atrocities of Emefiele in the CBN? Did Chimamanda write a letter? On what moral ground does Chimamanda try to blackmail the government of Nigeria? No. That is something that must be interrogated. We must, if Chimamanda our job now is to be writing letters, to be speaking the truth. Let us start writing letters to condemn the criminalities of Emefiele, condemn the criminalities of the Southeast governors not developing the Southeast, yet they are receiving federal allocation. Condemn the criminalities of IPOP, then we will know that you are truth. You are saying the truth. We will know that you are ready for business. They say charity begins at home. When you have not condemned the criminalities that is going on in your own house, that have made you to run away from your own state or region to go to another person's state that is quiet, things are working to build house, then there must be something wrong. Charity begins at home, Chimamanda. If you want to solve any problem, start from your home. You cannot leave your house dirty, or you can't live in a dirty house and then you go another person's house and be complaining of dirtiness. You start from cleaning your house. Is from home. Charity begins at home. That is what we are asking Chimamanda to do, because she do not have any standing of any moral standard to come and be causing problems here. Are you getting me? Somebody said in Sima, your people will soon have people, the Yoruba people praising you today, will remind you that you are from Akwa Ibom when the problem starts. Yes, I'm from Akwa Ibom. If the Yoruba people recognize us as who we are, that is the truth, because it means that the Yoruba people have been what do you call it? The scales that the Igbos have used to cover the Yoruba peoples, the scales have been removed, because the Igbos have deceived the Yorubas that the South or Akwa Ibom people are Igbos. So if you are telling me that the Yoruba people say, "Oh, I'm from Akwa Ibom," yes, that is where I'm from. I don't live in Lagos. I don't live in Lagos. So I'm from Akwa Ibom. That is where I'm from. And that is what I want everybody to know, where we are, who we are. We are from Akwa Ibom people. We have no affiliation or anything to do with the Igbos. The only thing we have in common is that we are in the same country, Nigeria. You understand me? So that is what I want. I'm not against Igbos. I'm not against any tribe. I want my own tribe for everybody to know who we are, not being dominated or covered or overthrown by criminals in the name of Biafra. That is my focus. That is my message. So if you have been listening to my broadcast, then you should know where I stand. So stop talking nonsense. You're a bunch of criminals coming here to talk rubbish. You think that I have your time? Do you think that I have your time? Stupid. Any day Akwa Ibom people go to Lagos and claim Lagos, let the Yoruba people drive them away and take them and tell them to their place. Any day Akwa Ibom people go to River State or go to Anambra or go and claim Anambra, the owners of the land should drive them away. That's how it's supposed to be. You're talking bullshit. Bunch of criminals. Go to your place. Stop claiming people's land. Want to come and claim Akwa Ibom? You are a thief. I mean, you want me to play the video for you? The people in the south, in the Niger Delta, they are telling you the truth. Your criminality has come to an end. You think that we are joking here?
Yes, and of course, you support Peter Obi, the candidate
Perfect.
of the Labour Party in that election. He, according to the official results, came third, and we've seen a number of spokesmen from the APC suggesting that you were supporting your sort of tribesmen, to use a rather sort of old term. But in that context, what do you make of the polarization of the ethnic divisions that appear to be as a result of this election? Do you see ethnicity as being politicized? If so, how dangerous is that in your assessment?
No, you would have asked who politicized ethnicity and religion in this election. Was it not Chimamanda's candidate, Obi? It's true. Chimamanda is supporting Obi that is from her tribe, Kingsman or Tribesman or whatever. Chimamanda is supporting Obi because it's from Anambra, where she's from. There's nothing else. And it was the same Obi that promotes ethnicity and religion in the country. Did you see that? So are you criticizing the government because Obi did not win election, your brother did not win election? Or you are criticizing the government because you want the government to be good? You are blackmail. What is your mission? Busted. Listen to the response of Chima. It will shock you. Chimamanda said, "Oh, it's because Obi. The reason why I'm so particular about Obi because he came to my mother's burial. Is it father's burial or mother's burial? Does that make sense? Does that make sense? We all know that Chimamanda supported Obi. She said it openly. But we remember when Sowore was running for presidency in 2019, Sowore told Chimamanda to join him to make sure that he defeat the cabals as at then, to become the president of the country. Chimamanda rejected the offer. I said, oh, that she does not do politics. But we know how she was running politics in the US, failed, and then later came to support Obi because Obi was his brother or our brother. Pay attention to Chimamanda so that you will know what we are saying. We know what is going on in that country, and we must fix it once and for all. Pay attention.
Well, to address the first part, and you're right, tribesman is such an outdated and strange expression, which I think also says something about whoever is using it, right? I think that kind of accusation is a practice of what psychologists call projecting. So you're doing something, but then you accuse someone else of doing it. They're not. I did not support Peter Obi because he's Igbo as I am. I'm a person who does not take positions lightly.
Okay, so tell us why you support Obi. This is now time. Please, let us listen to why Chimamanda supported Obi. Chimamanda supported Obi because of maybe he changed Anambra to a good place, that she is no longer living in Lagos and she's coming to live in Anambra. Is that true? Or Chimamanda supported Obi because he was the best governor, or he brought something change to Anambra, or he stopped the criminality and the killings and the stealing of properties and burning of shops in the southeast. Is that why? I want you to pay attention to the reason why Chimamanda supported Obi. We said that Chimamanda supported Obi because Obi is his brother, Igbo, the same tribe. That is the only reason. But what else did Chimamanda supported Obi for? Please pay attention to this.
Lightly. And so while I very much admire Peter Obi, respect him, there are many other Igbo men who I admire and respect, and I would never vote for them for president because I just don't think they would make good presidents. And so my support for Peter Obi is actually rooted in real things. It's rooted in my faith in his ability. And actually, I got to know him, I got to know Peter Obi years ago when he came to pay homage to my parents, because he had heard that my father was the first professor of statistics in Nigeria and that my mother had retired as the first female registrar of the University of Nigeria. And so this man just sort of arrived and said he wanted to pay homage. And I was very impressed by that because it showed me how much he values education. And then he becomes governor of Anambra State, and he takes Anambra State to #1 in education. And I remember being very impressed by the story of how...
Did you see that? Chimamanda telling lies. That Obi brought Anambra to #1 in education of using private centers. Hey! Do you see it? I like somebody said in the comment section that somebody said in the comment section that these are the best that they are bringing. These are their best. These are their best that they are bringing to come and present. And then look at what they are saying. Chimamanda said that the reason why she supported Obi is because she admired Obi, #1. That is her reason. She did not support Obi because of competency, because of experience, because of track record. The track record that Chimamanda is referencing here is that Obi took Anambra to #1 in education. What does that mean? What does it mean? It's not #1 in education. In WAEC results. #1 in WAEC result using private centers. This is what Chimamanda is promoting. What a shame. Can you see what I'm talking about? Is examination is education, #1 in education? Tell me, education, is it in terms of structures or good teachers or standard of schools or delivery of lessons? No, that's not what she's talking about. When somebody that listening to her, somebody that don't understand what is going on in Nigeria, would think that that is good thing. But no, Chimamanda, what she mean here is that Obi used private centers to make the student, because students were on strike for 13 months for Obi failing to help the teachers. Students were on strike for 13 months. So when they came back on strike, the only way Obi can facilitate education, or according to them, or the result was to use private examiners, private centers for WAEC examination. So is that what she's saying, education? Somebody say, is there any state that has the number of special WAEC centers like the states in the Southwest? You're another criminal. You're Biafra criminal. If I let me block criminals on my page, I don't need criminals. Biafra criminals on my page. Bunch of criminals talking bullshit. Get out of here. So did you see? They thought that they can come and use that stupidity to deceive the Nigeria. They failed because we busted them. When they say, Obi brought Anambra to number 1 in education, they are talking about WAEC results that they use special center. This is what Chimamanda is promoting. Can you imagine? She said, she admire Obi because Obi came to pay homage for our mother and father burial. Though she call it homage. You know, she doesn't speak English. Do you see what I'm saying? That is the only thing that made Chimamanda to support Obi. Not track records of, say, good roads or employment or electricity supply or whatever. No, not competency. No, that's not what, because a man that supervised as teachers on strike for 13 months, that man must be wicked. In fact, Obi is more than wicked. We don't want to go deep because we have defeated all of their criminalities. We are just making this comment based on what Chimamanda is saying. I'm saying this because I'm portraying to you that every Igbo man is the same. It doesn't matter the level of education. Forget it, whether you like it or not. The few rare ones that are different, these ones that are of the same blood, they are the ones oppressing them, trying to kill them, take their life. We have seen how they have been terrorizing Ijele, and Blessdom and other people that are speaking up. Are you getting, this is the reality. Did you see what I'm trying to explain to you? If they ask Obi, if they ask Chimamanda, because that is why Chimamanda went on Arise TV. Because if you come on our platform, we will ask you, tell us how Obi brought education to number 1. Simple. You will hear her say they are the one that scored the best result in WAEC. Simple. That is what she's talking about. How can you say people that went on strike for 13 months came back and become the best, if not special centers that they use? This is what Chimamanda is promoting. And then she make reference to the fact that Obi came to visit her family because of the loss of their, and then because he was the vice president or registered these statistics and all that is all this nonsense. That is not what we are talking about. Are you getting me?
He had given his personal phone number to all of the senior prefects in secondary schools in Anambra, which I think also showed me that he was interested in what ordinary people think. Right? You don't just want to hear from the administrators, you want to hear from the students about what's really happening. And his focus on insecurity, he really tackled kidnapping in Anambra. And I also remember that he really sort of clashed with the Anambra elite when he was tackling and kidnapping. And that showed me that he's quite decisive. He even has a bit of a stubborn streak. He's very focused on things. And so that's really why I support him. So this idea of sort of ethnicity is just really, again, I think it's a way of deflecting. Let's focus on what really matters.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine what this woman is saying, Chimamanda? Did you see what she's saying? Today, look at the only place that is mostly terrorized in Nigeria is the Southeast. And if you tell them that, the Southeast is the most terrorized criminal place that people are not, living safe, or there's no security, they will say, Obi is no longer there. Obi is no longer there. That's what they will say. Obi is no longer there. Obi is no longer the governor. Simple. That's their reply. These are criminals. They don't think. They don't know government is continuity. Look at what is happening in Lagos. Baba Tinubu was the governor of Lagos a long time ago, 17 years or thereabout after. Look at what is going on in Lagos. Continuity. They are telling us that Obi is good in security, and what are you talking about? Look at the track records of people like Wike. Look at what is going on Wike. Not just Wike. Look at what's his name? Oh my God, that name just escaped me. The former Edo State governor. What's his name again? Hey, what was the former Edo State governor? Please, what was his name? Oshomole. Look at what Oshomole did in Edo State. Or do we want to talk about Godswill Akpabio in Akwa Ibom? Did you see what we are saying? Somebody will be expecting Chimamanda. My brother, I live in the UK. There is nothing special living in the UK. It will not improve your brain or your thinking. If you don't make effort to improve your thinking, you will not be improved. What I'm telling you today, I did not learn it from the UK. The knowledge and my analysis and my way of thinking, I did not learn it from the UK. I'm just telling you now. So because when you see these people, they say they live in America. If you don't have common sense, you don't have it. Can you imagine somebody that they say maybe she is good in writing literatures. Let her focus on her literature. These people have no idea in politics. All of a sudden, Chimamanda is now a political expert. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? All of a sudden. That was the same way she went to America and want to comment on politics in America. They shut her down. The same way that year made. Disgraced himself. We told them 4 months presidential ambition is not enough for you to come on national television and make comments and be talking rubbish. You don't have experience. You don't know anything. You are learning. Avail yourself that opportunity to learn. Come and learn from the city boy. They are a bunch of criminals, guys. Chimamanda, all of a sudden, is now giving us political interpretation of electoral act. Can you imagine that nonsense? And what she's interpreting does not even make sense. People that have been there running the government, knowing you want to come and tell us that you know more than them in their own field, they will shut you down. That is what they are doing, and they don't see. They don't have idea. So did you see what we are saying? So whether you are educated or not educated, education is not a criteria for you to be a better person in the society. No. What makes you a better person is patriotism. And you don't learn it from school. Maybe you can learn it from school if you want, but I don't think patriotism can be learned from school. Do you understand what I'm saying? What makes you a better is patriotism, is you knowing is you knowing politics around you. It's not all this thing that you are doing, You can see it. Bring any Igbo man on board. Any Igbo man that is supporting disobedient, they will talk the same way. I have seen it from all levels. They speak the same. There is nothing that makes sense in their conversation. We understand the urge and so desperate, the desperation of Igbo man or Obi to win election or to be the president. We understand that desperation, but you cannot go out of it to think that you can fool everybody. This is not the Southeast, where you deceive them and say Obi did #1 in education. Why it was WAEC result, private centers. Simple. As simple as that. So you see where they are making mistake here. And Chimamanda was one of the people that believe in this drug story. This what do they call it? This scandal of Baba Tinubu's drug cases and all of that. She said it in her letter too. I think she also explained it here. That is why she was, I don't know. It's a shame. Are you getting me? Obi political career is dead, and we can confirm it every day. Every day, everything that happened confirm that what we are saying is a reality, guys. Are you getting me? So let's just see if we can finish it.
Fortunate that, and can I just say that I think that it's only one part of the political spectrum that is politicizing ethnicity, and I think it's very unfortunate. I don't think most people in Nigeria really care about ethnicity as much as they care about having a country that works. You know, we want good leadership. We want the hospitals and the schools and the roads to be good. And whether, and that affects everyone, Igbo, Yoruba, Ijo, it affects everyone.
Yes, again, people would agree with that assessment from you. But I wonder if I might change direction slightly and get your thoughts on the Nobel laureate Soyinka's assertion on Arise News about reactions to the election results by the Labour Party's vice presidential candidate, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed. Comments which Professor Soyinka described as fascistic. I mean, do you see that as part of the demonization of Mr. Obi and his running mate, as some have suggested, or do you agree that Dati Baba Ahmed went, or rather overstepped the bounds, and Soyinka was in that regard justified to call him to order? I mean, I know you hold, or at least you have held Mr. Soyinka in high esteem.
I still do. I have a lot of love for Professor Soyinka. I admire him. I respect him as a thinker, as a writer. I think everyone should read The Man Died. And Ake, his memoir, is beautiful, right? But at the same time, I disagree very strongly with him about this particular issue. And actually, because I respect Professor Soyinka so much, I went back and watched the interview. I had watched it when it aired initially, but I went back and watched it because I thought, am I missing something? And I think fascist is a really strong word. You know, fascist actually often makes me think of Mussolini's Italy. But I think we use it now, you know, sort of to address this kind of authoritarianism that's often populist and right-wing, you know, like in Hungary, and even the former American president. And when you look at those situations, you can see why they have been termed fascist. And I did not see any reason that Mr. Dati Baba Ahmed's interview would have been termed fascist. I think he was making a very strongly felt point about the elections. What he was saying, which again I thought seemed fairly reasonable, is that if our democracy is rooted in our constitution, and you then swear in a person who's been elected unconstitutionally, then you're in fact ending democracy. I think it's quite a reasonable position. Of course, we can argue about what that bit in the Constitution means, right? And I'm actually grateful for this whole election period because it's made me read things I probably never would have, such as the Nigerian Constitution, and also made me have quite a few suggestions for editing. But anyway, I think now we're talking about what does "and" mean, right? So Mr. Dati Baba.
Abeg, I don't have time to listen to her again. She made no sense. She's not a lawyer. She wants to interpret what "and" means. She said what Dati Ahmed said is okay. She's talking rubbish. So complete nonsense. So that I've just showed you. I just wanted to present to you. The other day we did extensively about this as well. I wanted to present to you that there is no difference. Anybody that support disobedient or lying party, they think the same way. All of them think the same way. They were talking about drug cases. They were talking about what do you call again? Interim government. They say they want to scatter the government. That is the same way they think. Are you getting me? So, guys, let us pick few calls. Let us pick few calls before we go, guys. If you have anybody that want to call us, you have less than 30 minutes. If you want to make a contribution, please. The line is open now. I'm using a kind of a different system. So I can see some of you are saying we should use it. I'm sorry, I will not be able to do that now, for now, because I'm trying to avoid them blocking the page. Please, your name and where you're calling from. Please go ahead. Yes.
Yeah. Good day, Mr. Nsima.
I salute you.
This is Afolabi calling from DC.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to talk on Chimamanda.
Yes.
She said when she asked her about the election, she said that if I make left a gap, and it's unfortunate that in filling that gap, she has to concoct lies and write Joe Biden, which is very, very unfortunate for her. I don't think if she's hearing herself, of what I guess if she goes back and listens to herself, she will regret ever attending that interview. And it's unfortunate. It's only Arise TV they can come and do this without being confronted vigorously.
Yes.
From the interview from the anchor, it shows that her letter was not based on facts. It was based on lies.
Yes.
All the Igbos are angry because Obi did not win.
Yes.
And the way going about it is very wrong. And even my brother who supported Obi, and I was telling him what Obi was. Now today he agrees with me. I don't know how Obi was able to manipulate a lot of people. I don't know, using religion, using ethnicity, using lies, using fake data. And this Chimamanda could not speak to those lies. Obi was all over giving fake data, and she's telling us that she liked to be because of Obi took the education to number one in
Anambra.
In Anambra. And let me give you a story. When I got admission to the university, there was a guy from Anambra there. The guy had the highest mark from JAMB. He was admitted, and we thought this. You see the way the guy would carry a lot of books. You thought this guy was a genius. At the end of that session, this guy was on probation. That is the kind of people they said they took education to number one. Now they play victims. This is all what they do. The Igbos, they like to play victims. In Lagos, immediately they won that election. Immediately they won the LP won the presidential election. They started making all sorts of statements. Lagos belongs to nobody. They will send the Yorubas. By the time the Yorubas reacted, you see the way they are playing victims. They are saying that they are asking them to leave Lagos. They are the one that started it. How can you challenge somebody's historical heritage? You come to somebody's land and they are saying the place is no man's land. Can you go there? There is what the Igbos call people who understand Igbo will know this. You can't go to an Igbo's community, even from another community in Igbo land to another community, and start trying to dominate. They will call you to order. All these things they are doing in Lagos, they can't do it in their own place. Right from the inception of the 2023 campaign, you see they've laid all this ground to cause confusion. They've started with the fake polls, using pastors for predictions. There was allegation that they gave the can some billions of nairas. They denied it because people knew their conspiracy will lead to nowhere, and the election result proved it. Probably in the nearest future, these things they will look into it. That's that. As I heard that calling a word, in Nigeria we say homage.
Yes.
In America they pronounce it as homage. So where she's coming with homage, I don't know where she's coming.
I told you.
I don't know.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
In America they say homage, but I don't know where she's coming with homage. Oh. Maybe she's mixing where she's a liar anyway. They are fighting for the Senate president when they've not contributed anything. This is what they do. Where they did not look at what they are doing in Lagos now. Where they did not work, they want to eat there. These people, they want to blame victim. Everybody hates them. This lady, she disagreed with Wole Soyinka. This is the first time I heard somebody disagreeing with what Wole Soyinka said. Everybody had this what that he said, and nobody should go and be saying that you are threatening Supreme Court judges, threatening the president. This lady, like I said, she should go back and listen to herself. This is a confirmation that this lady is an IPOB terrorist. And this proves it. She's a liar. And she continues to lie. I pray that somebody will tell her to go and listen to herself. So thank you very much, Mr. and the good job you've been doing.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate your contribution and your comment on this. Thank you very much. I was thinking that I was sorry before. Oh, I wanted to ask you about Obi. Obi issues that they lie. You know, the Obi was questioned, detained, and deported back to Nigeria. Are you getting me now? So I was thinking that I was the only one that heard that when Chimamanda said homage. What a homage? We say homage. He said homage, homage, homage. I don't even know what nonsense is that. You see, that is what I was saying, that they like to reform too much. They pass boundary. Are you getting me now? Are you getting me? So that is what we have been saying, guys. So the line is open if you want to call in and make your contribution. Yes, you can do it. This is the time for you to make your contribution. If not, I will just play this so that you will see that our people are already understanding what is going on, and we can see what is going on, and our people, they are on ground. Are you getting me? We do not want anybody to come and take over our land anymore. Deceiving people and telling them that the South is Igbo land, changing our names, Akwa Ibom to Akaibo, all those rubbish. Go back to your place. Build your own place. Stop causing problems in all over the country. Stop using Chimamanda and writing fake letters. This is not literature. Nigeria is not literature of fiction stories or fake stories. You know, are you getting me now? So that's what we are saying. I'm just going to play this so that you pay attention. Man, this guy. These people will not kill us. So listen, no.
Not one. We have no similarities. The only thing binding us is our beloved country, Nigeria. And this is why we should be our brother's keeper. But pledging allegiance or forcing the Niger Delta region into your Biafra struggle will not be a good thing, and it is not a good proposal, because you cannot do a by force marriage, and you cannot tell us to begin to have a referendum in a land that does not belong to you people. Niger Delta region of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I also believe that the Southeast is a region of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But if you people so deem it right that...
Oh, guys, let us pick this call. Sorry about that. Hello, your name and where you're calling us from, please. Go ahead. Hello, name. Okay. I don't know whether you are flashing me or you are calling. So if you are calling us, reduce the volume of your listening device so that you'll be able to hear us and we can hear you. Okay. Okay. So this is one of our brothers giving you the ginger. Are you getting me now? Because the message is going far. If you want to have your Biafra, if you want to be causing problem in the country, don't put us inside your rubbish. We are not part of it. Hello, your name and where are you calling from? Please go ahead.
Good evening.
I salute you.
My name is Latif. My
Yeah.
name is Latif Said. I'm calling from Sapele.
Yes. You're welcome.
Thank you, my brother. Well done for a good job.
Welcome.
This Shimamanda, what is his name? It seems she doesn't know what she's saying. My question to her is that, what does Nigerian Constitution Electoral Act say? 64-4. Does she think she's better than us? In fact, it's not in the Constitution that the results should be uploaded electronically now. It's not in the Constitution. Let her check the Constitution very well. Who is she? Is it because she traveled to abroad and she able to write book, story, and also undermine the majority of Nigeria? We are not talking of minority here. You should go and sit down. Okay, they say our judiciary is compromised and affected by the losers. You know, they should tell us what's in their right senses, the level of sanity in the individual establishment, including this man with the Kanayo, who is called that Kanayo, what is his name? That one that is talking rubbish.
Is it Kanayo or Kanayo? Yeah.
Yes. You know, every election there must come with winners or losers. Last American election, it's still in crisis. If you know,
yes.
Last American election, it's still in crisis.
Yes, of course.
I don't know. I don't know. These people should move forward and create churches for their little children and yet born children. They should stop disturbing this nation. We should move forward. Baba Tinubu has won the election. Obi, do they think this northwest, that's northwest.
Yes.
That northwest.
Northwest, yeah.
They did not vote for Obi at all. And that is where majority votes come from. Not central, not south. Did they say they vote for them? I don't know what they are thinking. Amanda just carry paper, continue writing nonsense to American Jagaban. This is crazy. You don't even know what is going on. We don't even know what is going on in this country. You know, these minority people. That hatred is in their blood. It's in their blood, my brother. Well, that is my own submission for now. They should go and think whatever they are going to do. It's either that one should go back to his Nobel, this, you know, their history, or Kanayo should go back to his drama or whatever they think they are doing. Thank you, my brother. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you very much. I salute you. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, it's been a wonderful conversation. Look at some of the criminals on this. Well, I'm not going to be able to bring it on the screen now. Somebody said from Obinna. Obinna said, Obinna Nwankwo said, that's another Biafra criminal. He said, mark my words, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will be arrested on May 29, and he can never be the president of this country. Mark today's date, because it will be a shame to all of you that doesn't have sense, all of you that will die with Asiwaju. This is Obaino or Obinna Nwankwo, another Biafra criminal. We are waiting for your propaganda. You see, we have said that these people, the only way they fly on their social media pages is propaganda. We have said it many times. You can see how all the propagandas they have been bringing is not flying anymore because we have busted them. Are you getting me now? That was the same way they say Baba Tinubu is dead. Remember, they said it before. He's dead. After they say he's dead, now they now say, oh, what did they, after they say he's dead, they now say, oh, he's not the real one. He's another Jubri. You know, they are a bunch of criminals. You know, just like they deceived them. I told Obi, your legal counsel or the people that you have used as your lawyers, they will not help you. You wait and pack all the Igbos and put in your legal team. Forget it. You're already a failure, big time failure. You see, it was this same legal team that advised Obi that if you win Lagos and win Abuja, that you are going to win the presidency of the country. They don't have any sense, I tell you. But I don't want to dig deep into that because we have already defeated them. They are losers. They are a bunch of criminals. They are losers. And losers, they cry. They whip, they run propaganda, and they continue to do their criminality. May 29 is already here. I call it 42 days to May 29 of our president-elect, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidency. That's it. Nothing that can stop it. It's already here. We are counting down, and so many people are already getting ready. Is it Ashebi or whatever they call it? The dress code is ready. You can get yours, of course. I've seen so many people with different design. I can share the link. I don't know the people that I do, but there are so many people that are distributing the material. Are you getting me now? You should be ashamed of yourself. Bunch of criminals. Go and get your country. Go and form your state. Go and develop your place. You want to come and take what concern you with Nigeria? When did you like Nigeria? You have been running propaganda every day. So you listen to our brother, giving it to them, telling them no. It's not going to happen, no. Oh my God, why this? You know, telling them that they should focus on their place. Are you getting me? Let me go back and play it again. He said, you cannot be using us, so you cannot be
opposed, and I believe
you cannot be calling us, you cannot take Niger Delta or South and say Biafra or Biafra, all these things. We are not part of that rubbish. Are you getting me now? Go and be shouting your yes, daddy. Yes, daddy, Bishop Oyedepo. Please pray for me. Make me president. Oh, they are deporting me now. They are questioning me. I'm under
because of the too much love that you have for us, the Niger Deltas, that is making you people to struggle or forcefully place us into your maps of your proposed Biafra. The only thing, the only factor that is driving you people to include the Niger Delta region into your dream Biafra republic or Biafra country that you want to create is because of the Niger Delta is an oil-rich region. This is the only thing you people are struggling for. You people have proved this times without number. Severally, you have proved it that we are not one. We have no similarities. The only thing binding us together is our beloved country, Nigeria. And this is why we should be our brother's keeper. But pledging allegiance or forcing the Niger Delta region into your Biafra struggle will not be a good thing, and it is not a good proposal, because you cannot do a by force marriage, and you cannot tell us to begin to have a referendum in a land that does not belong to you people. Niger Delta is a region of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I also believe that the Southeast is a region of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But if you people so deem it right that you want to struggle for secession, I do not oppose, and I believe we as Niger Deltas, we are not opposed to your struggle, and we are not party to your struggle. It is very embarrassing when we see the fake maps most of you people that are IPO do draw and place on the internet space that the Niger Delta region is also a part of your Biafra struggle. I am here to tell the world that actually that people who are writing or drawing these maps, these are just fake maps. We have no mutual understanding, and we have no agreement with anybody from the Biafra region or the Southeast. And I believe, and I am telling you categorically, that we have no hand and we are not interested. The only thing that you must remember, that you have proven many times to the Niger Deltas that they can never and will never come into agreement with anybody to fight or struggle for Biafra Republic together. Biafra secessionist group is solely for the Igbos. You have proved it in the time past, and I believe even you have proved it presently. Like during the time of February 23, 1966, when Adaka Boro came up with the proposal of the declaration of the Niger Delta Republic. You, the Igbos, you refused to support. You refused that you are never one with the Niger Delta people. And so, the Niger Delta people also believe that the Southeast does not have any allegiance with the Niger Delta people, and that the only thing that brings us together is Nigeria as a country. You can remember that in 1966, when Aguiyi Ironsi led a coup, the people, the prominent people, let us start from the prime minister of that time and the premiers of the different regions. You can remember that after Tafawa Balewa was executed, and also the Sudan of Sokoto, who was
So the brother is trying to tell us story now, but the main point is that we are not part of the Biafra. That is all I wanted to say. We are not part of the Biafra. Are you getting me now? So I believe I've already started seeing them talking about Igbo Biafra. I've seen them started talking about it. That is what the brother was trying to explain there. Are you getting me now? Giving us story going back there. We know the story. We are not interested in their Biafra criminality. They are the one running Biafra terrorist organization, running propaganda, blackmailing the government and all kinds of things. You see?
You can fight your battle alone, fight your struggle alone. When you succeeded, go. But when you people continue to include the Niger Delta region into your maps, it is clear that you people are looking for a region whereby you people will be the majority and have absolute control of the mineral resources that God have deposited into the Niger Delta land. That is the only thing people are after. Not that because you people feel that we are one or that you love the Niger Delta people. No, the answer is no. It should be clear to the whole world that we are not related in socio-cultural aspect. We don't have any similarity other than color, that we are the same color. Yes, we are the same Nigeria. Yes, but in terms of socio-cultural relationship, we don't have anything we practice in common. What you people are after is just the oil-rich Niger Delta in order for you people to become majority ethnic group or tribe, so that you can begin to marginalize the other ethnic groups that are there in Niger Delta. This is your purpose of trying to include the Niger Delta into your map. So I want to tell you people today that absolutely the Niger Delta region are not interested in your Biafra struggle, and we will never be interested in your Biafra struggle. And you cannot tell us in Niger Delta that referendum will do it. How can you go to a land that you don't belong to and tell them that referendum will do it? Or are you proposing to use violence or by force on the Niger Delta people? I want to thank the Nigerian government that they have been doing a lot in order to install and continue to maintain peace between the Southeast Igbos and the Niger Delta ethnic groups. So all the Nigerian government have been doing has been helpful, and I believe they have continued to suppress violence which could have happened, because what the Southeast or the so-called Igbo are proposing and trying to force on the Niger Delta people could have led to violence. This is to say that the Nigerian government is trying, and I want you, the Igbos, to send it to your children or your youths that are spreading fake maps and fake news around the social media that the Niger Delta is in agreement or have agreed with them that they will become Biafra. It is a capital lie. No Niger Delta have agreed with you to become Biafra, and they will never be, because they know your move is to dominate the Niger Delta minority ethnic groups, and in order to make yourself a majority, a single majority ethnic group, so that you can monopolize and marginalize the resources, the petroleum resources of the Niger Delta region, and at the same time oppress them, marginalize them. This is your purpose. We are aware of this. So stay clear, we beg of you. We want to beg of you that you should mind your business. You can go about your Biafra struggle. We are not interested, and we are not party to your Biafra struggle. Thank you. God bless you.
My people, my people. So, some of them, they say, it's only Nsima that is talking. I told our people will talk when is the right time. In fact, what is coming is so small. I just want to say it's so small, because you will understand better very, very soon. Father, oh, don't mind me. Oh. I'm just happy. Obi, import and export. Obi, import and export. Anyways, guys, let us do this before I go finally. I'm going to just play this just for you, in case you don't know what happened earlier. That was yesterday, of course. This is another day. The Labour Party issues have gotten physical. They took it to the street of their national secretariat in Abuja. They were fighting. You understand me? They were fighting among themselves because everything have been busted. You know what is already going on. They took it to the street. The fight is now physical. The Labour Party are now the one fighting among themselves because they know what they have done. Are you getting me, guys? So the City Boy is here. May 29 is already here. 42 days to go. Get ready for the City Boy Presidency. We are very, very much hopeful because we know that the City Boy is on board, guys. I want you to just watch the drama of the Labour Party before I go, please. Pay attention.
Ask me from Alabama. Who are you? When nothing else, you are suspended. You are not right to be here. For how long? You have been suspended in December, 4 months ago.
Don't mind him now.
One turn. Yeah, one turn. Hello. Nobody is talking to me. Hello. Nobody is talking to me. Hello. Listen, gentlemen. We are party men, right? Absolutely. And if we are party men, it means we are all under the law. My chairman, I won't shake you. I won't shake you. So no, I don't. We not pretend. Then don't talk to me. Wait now. Go ahead. How can you embarrass me? Don't talk to them. What is wrong now? What is wrong? No matter what it is,
can you see it? The Labour Party is now getting physical. You know what I mean? It's getting physical, guys. They are now going to be fighting themselves. So the truth is coming out. Oh, okay. We have received another congratulatory message from the Prime Minister of Israel. The Prime Minister of Israel said, "Congratulations, President-elect of Nigeria, His Excellency Bola Tinubu, at official birth, of course, on your election as president. I look forward to working together to promote and strengthen the bilateral relationships between Israel and Nigeria." The Biafra people, when they hear this one, they will not be happy. The LOP, lying party, as soon as they hear them, how do they feel? Sorry, guys, how do they feel? Here's my water. How do they feel? Guys, I think I've tried. We need to end this broadcast now. As you don't ginger me now. Import and export. As Obi was importing. The only man that import tomatoes, Tatashi, toothpaste, toothpick, he came and told us, "Oh, you want to turn Nigeria from consumption to production." We can never forget this story. Christians, take back your country. Church, take back your country. That was Obi. And they tried to cover up everything, guys. God. I salute all of you guys. It's another wonderful conversation, right? Let us leave it there, guys. Let us leave. I would have just loved to play this last one, but I don't know how time permits me. There's a lot of things. Hopefully, I'll be able to use my normal system tomorrow so that I can do what I wanted to do. To show you on the screen. Are you getting me? So, but I would let us leave it. We'll do it tomorrow, guys. So let us leave it. We'll do it tomorrow. The City Boy have defeated them big time. He's the boss. Remember? Yeah. Okay, I can't play this now because of this music. I was supposed to play it maybe as last, but let us leave it there. I will work on that. Hopefully, my next broadcast I'll be able to show you what I want to do on the screen. For now, let's leave it there. Are you getting me, guys? Remember our Senate president, the man that turned boys to men, Senator Godswill Akpabio. Anyways, you already know that, guys. So I want to say thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Peter Gringori Obi was detained and deported. Oh my God. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Let us leave it there. We will continue this conversation, guys. I think we have done almost nearly 4 hours, right? Nearly 4 hours. We have tried. So thank you very much, guys. We'll come back again, hopefully anytime soon, to continue this conversation. Are you getting me now? So you have listened to Chimamanda. She never had any good thing, or she didn't say anything that made sense. She only, our conversation is like market women repeating the same story that we know already. There wasn't anything special in what she was trying to say because she don't know what she's saying. Are you getting me now? So guys, thank you very much for your contribution. Hopefully when we come back again, we'll have more time for this conversation. All right, the City Boy movement, guys. Jagaban, Sebola, Jagaban. Hey. I like this song, guys. I like this song too much. I like this song. The City Boy. Jagaban. Hey. That is the man for the job, guys. The man that almost all of us, nearly 9 million of us, came out in mass to support and to vote for. And we are expecting the City Boy to come and change the narrative, guys. May 29, of course. May 29, 42 days from today, of course. That's it. That is the last man standing. Is coming to deliver us from this nonsensical. Renewed hope is here, guys. The City Boy movement is here. Oh, you see, now that I want to go and sleep now, somebody is calling us. Why? Hello, your name and where you calling us from? Can you reduce your volume?